Hey, TJ, Brenda, how's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. Yeah, my regular river cam is not operational yet. Don't know what the situation is. Maybe after the first of the year, I don't know. Holy hell. Be good boy. As you can see, it's another cloudy day today. It's not going to get much better. We're supposed to get snow starting around noon and go until about 7, 8 o'clock. And then more tomorrow. There's Mr. Justin. Justin, how are you doing this morning? Probably feeding Doug.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, how you doing?
Let's go. Just got done making some breakfast.
I thought maybe you were feeding Doug some more crickets.
I don't know. All the crickets I bought yesterday, I just stuck in his cage. He didn't, because he don't eat them all at one time.
Boone keeps acting like he wants to go outside, but it's so cold out there, you know? I let him out and then he wants to come back in. Then I let him out, he wants to come back in.
Yeah, because he's doing that thing where he goes out and he go into the bathroom real quick. He ain't trying to sit out there.
No, what he does is he sits and he looks out the windows, and if he spots any kind of squirrels or any kind of movement that he doesn't like, I want to go out. I want to go out. He's a little hyper guy, that's for sure.
Got TJ, Brenda, Joe. How's it going, guys?
Your volume is real low on your mic, Justin.
What you doing, TJ?
That's better.
I had my mic pulled away from my mouth because I'm eating.
Okay. TJ, I think TJ's just hanging around.
What's up, Gal?
But
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Mandeville lost their game yesterday, so it means I'm through till the 6th of January.
Is it cold out there where you are?
32. That's why I'm in this. I'm cold. I got my house set on 76 and it ain't cold. It's still cold.
Yeah, Brenda said it was cold in Florida this morning too.
And when I was coming home last night, I saw a well digger's ass. It was so cold.
it was like 43, 44 here this morning.
Well, it was supposed to get down to 28, and it only got down to 32. and the high today is 51, so it's not going to get much better.
Well, when it gets down in the 40s in Florida, all those old people and all the residents, young or old, they're like, "Whoa, it's cold."
Yeah, 50 in Florida. What you talking about?
Oh, we got some hell of wind last night in my area. Like all of a sudden it just got windy out of nowhere, like the cold front was just rushing in.
You
And it
got
was
that
cold
wind that
ass
we
air
had.
too.
You got that wind that we had the night before.
Yeah, and it was cold wind too.
Oh yeah. We had it last night at the game, right? I've got a park about maybe 40 steps from the door. And man, when I came out that door last night to walk towards the car, that wind was about 15 miles an hour in my face. Oh Lord, was it cold. Guy looked at me and says, "You cold, huh?" I said, "Yeah, shit. If I wanted to feel like I'm in Montana, I just live there." And
It's supposed to be really cold tomorrow.
it was funny last night. The game they played John F. Kennedy, real good school, and they played. They were down by 10 points going into the fourth quarter. Came back, tied that sucker up, and went to overtime. Right now, when they were down by 10 points and it looked like they weren't going to win, one of the refs looked at me and he said, "Man, I thought they played better than us." I said, "They're a good team." I said, "But I don't." I said, "If they lose, it doesn't hurt my feelings because that means I don't have to work till the sixth." And he said, "Yeah, I feel the same way, right?" And then all of a sudden they come back and they tie it and go to overtime. So he comes over and said, "You spoke too soon." I said, "Yeah." I said, "That's God with a sense of humor." I said, "Because watch, it's probably going to go to a couple overtimes and they'll probably win the damn thing. Then I got to come back tomorrow." It went to triple overtime and they had the game in the bag, right? They're up by 1 point, 22 seconds left. They have the bonus, so all they got everything. They get a foul, they go to the line. If they get a jump ball, they get the ball. Everything is in their favor. All they got to do is hold the ball, let them foul them, shoot a free throw a couple, and then they got a 3 point lead, right? I don't know what the coach was thinking. He tried to pass it inside to somebody from the distance, got picked off. The other team comes back, scores, and wins.
Oh
It was
wow.
like, I mean, they lost to 64 to 62, all because they threw a stupid pass. There was no need to do that. No need. I mean, everybody I know in the stands was saying the same thing. Why did you do that? The game was yours to lose, and you knew how to lose it. You're already up. It was like 22 seconds left.
Yeah, you just forward the ball and just run down the clock.
Yeah, all you got to do is
Stand in
pass it
place and
in, get
hold
it
it.
in, and they're going to foul you. They're going to foul you. Go to the line. Make your free throws. They missed. You ready for this? They missed 18 free throws.
Hmm.
18. I went and checked that. 18 free throws they missed. All I needed to do was make three more, three of those, and they win the game. It was like the same thing happened the night before. They lost two back to back. Now, the one they lost the night before was to the number one team in the state. Number one team in the state played like they were number one team in the state.
Yeah, but I'm saying with most sports though, when you're down to the last 20, 30 seconds, you just run that clock out.
Oh, I know.
However you do it in your particular sport.
You got to
Like
do it.
especially when you're that close. Like if you were 20 points apart, then it really wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
And no matter what they do, they wouldn't be able to catch up in that time period. So if you lose the ball and they score again, it's
Yeah.
not a big deal. But when you're that close, yeah, you don't fucking run.
Now go ahead. I got the three dogs working against me, right? Tino's here barking, the other two sitting in the back waiting to see what I'm gonna do. Now, Tino, you got food on the floor, you got food in the dish, you got a piece of cereal, you got a treat, you got a bacon treat, and you got your pill. Go. He's working me trying to get something else. He ain't getting nothing else. Maybe he wants some coffee. But it's over with. I'm off till the 6th. So that's a good feeling. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy the rest. Because I've been all through Christmas time, I've been running the game. And these are the tournaments that you could play 7 o'clock one day, you could play 3 o'clock the next day, you could play 10 o'clock the next morning. And
So they're all
it's
over the
10
place.
miles, it's 10 miles one way. So it's 20 miles round trip every day just to run the one game. And the bad part is if you get there and it's a 6 o'clock game and they've been running late all day, game might not start 6:45. So you never
Why are
know. And
they
then
not more scheduled to have their games at the same time periods?
well, they're scheduled where as long as they don't go to overtime. But when the games start going to overtime, it messes up the next game.
Boone
Oh, I
stop.
know that, but I'm saying you say some of them start at 2, some start at 6.
Yeah, they actually start at 9 in the morning, some of the
Oh,
games.
so it's like a bunch of teams competing at one
Oh
field?
yeah, it's like 30 something teams in a playoff bracket. You win, you go to the next bracket.
So it's
You
an
lose, you go
all-day
to the other
thing then,
bracket.
okay.
Yeah. It's an all day thing for 4 days.
I thought you just meant like random games were just at
Yeah.
random times every day.
No, like the games coming up for the rest of the year, start at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's freshman at 5, for the boys, 6 o'clock for the JV, 7 o'clock for the varsity. And if it's like the girls team doesn't have a freshman team this year, it's just got a JV and a varsity, so they start at 6 and 7. I got my corned beef and cabbage and black-eyed peas to cook for New Year's Day. It's for luck and money and health and all this. And I'm not superstitious, but I get it every year and cook it every year because I don't want to take a chance.
Hey, how did you make out fixing your son's car?
Oh, we got that part. He came back out. We got everything off, looked at it, and we found it where it was. It was behind the thermostat. And I didn't have a tool to get down up in there. You had to have a thin wall socket to get to it or take everything out. And the cord's running right. And I looked at him and I said, okay, let's call Bobby. That's my cousin. Yeah, he's a mechanic. And I called him up and went through all the steps with him. And I said, okay, let me ask you a question. The
Stop.
cord's
Yeah.
running, the cord's running perfect right now. And I said, the cord's running perfect right now. And we can't get the part out. And I told him everything that went through. And I said, when we purged the system and we couldn't get all the fluid back in, it stayed on and gave us all a problem. But then when we purged it a second time and we were able, they started pulling the fluid into the system and we were able to put everything we took out back, it started running right and the codes went off. He said, well, that was it. It needed to be
What's up,
purged.
Philip?
So it never did get changed, that extra part. He made it back to North Carolina. It's running right. He's got the part in his glove compartment. And I told him, go to Harbor Freight, bring the part in, make sure you find a thin wall socket for it. And I said, buy that and buy you the extension and buy your little tool set. I said, because you know how to change it. So he's got it with him, and it's running right. So, but
Well, you know what I
according to
said before, right?
what you said,
An engineer will walk over 100 virgins to fuck one mechanic.
yeah, you got a point.
That's like that sensor in my bumper makes no sense the way they designed it
Yeah, got a point.
because it has to go into a housing which then clips into the bumper, but you can't put it in the housing
Yeah.
unless it's in the bumper because they L-shaped the plug for it instead of just going straight into the back of it, making it
Yep,
super simple to change out.
yep.
But yet, because of that one stupid little design with the plug, you have to almost rip the whole front bumper off unless you do it like I did.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've seen stuff like that.
It's stupid as shit.
It's like, what car was it I had? I had a car that was something. I always said they had to have some little Japanese guy standing there with his hand holding whatever the part was until they could build the engine around it and he could take his little hand out. Because I said, because there's no way I can get in there. And I could barely get the tool in there. So he must have been up there must have been a little bit of Japanese guy holding that piece until they built the engine around and then let it go.
Oh yeah, dude, I've seen some jobs that were ridiculous. Like there was this one car that was on Royalty Auto, and I think they were like changing out it was something small, like it would have been like say like an alternator or something like that.
Right.
but they had to rip the whole front end of the car off just to do it. It was ridiculous. It was like $100+ fucking job just to replace like a $300 part.
Yep. My like I tell you, my cousin's a mechanic, right? So my mother had I think it was a 69 Thunderbird. I think it was a 69. I'd have to look at them and I could tell you when I look at it. It's got a special look, got the retractable lights and all of that. So she had this thing and the starter went out. And it would start every once in a while, but when and he said, pull it in my garage because it was raining. He said, we'll fix it here. So we went and bought the starter. Now the starter weighed, I guarantee you, 30 pounds. You know, that's how big it was. So we get the starter in there, and he says, "Now, son," and that's how he used to talk to you, son. There's a it's special way to get it out. I'll show you how it is. So it's a special way to do it. So you take the two bolts. That was it. Take the two bolts and the wires off, and it doesn't fit through the hole where it's at. It's behind tie rods and a couple other things, and the frame. So you got to turn it on one side, and they got a little arrow, and they got like arrows, 3 arrows on it, and it was 2 arrows where it was supposed to go in. You had to put 2 of the 3 arrows on the thing, and it comes through. So we worked this thing for 30 minutes trying to turn it different ways on different arrows and couldn't get it to come through. So Bobby looks at me and he goes, "I don't understand this." He said, "It says arrows." And he said, "It's got to be this way." And he's got it leaning on the thing like this, just leaning there with our heads underneath it on the side, right? All of a sudden, this thing just falls through on its own. Nobody touched it. It was just sitting there and just decided to fall through. Fell down
Yeah,
between
you
us, hit the
guys got
concrete.
it at the right angle there for a second.
Yeah, hit the concrete, broke the concrete. That's how heavy this thing was. He looked over at me and he said, "You see, that's how you do it. That's how you do it right there." Yeah. If we would have been underneath there, somebody would have had a fractured skull. And then we had to put the other one up, and then the other one goes right in there. You know, it's like, and then when it was all said and done, he had his wisdom. He said, "Now, son, make sure that if you ever do this again, keep your head away from it." But
After
but
you
he
were done.
was, yeah, but he was. I mean, but I sat there and watched him do some crazy stuff with crazy cars, and got underneath it with him. He would, if it was my car or my mother's car or something like that, I had to get underneath. He made me come under there with him to watch it. And I'm so glad he did because it made me understand a lot about automobiles.
Yeah, newer ones though are a whole different ball game. If you took a mechanic from the '60s and put him in a newer car,
Yeah,
he'd probably get, like, say that he didn't know nothing about modern vehicles, right?
right,
And you put him on a brand new car, he would understand the basics of the motor and how
right.
it works, but I guarantee he'd be confused as shit.
You got a point. I asked him about something with my Lincoln or it was either my Lincoln or it was my Xterra. And he said, "Son, what's the year?" And I gave him the year. He said, "Bring it to the mechanic, bring it to the shop."
Now, if you've been a mechanic like Jim has since the '60s, or like some of my uncles,
Yeah,
you've learned all that stuff over time, so it's modern cars just as well.
right.
But if you just took somebody straight out the '60s and transported them to now and dropped them under the hood, they would, like I said, they'd understand certain parts and what they do, but they would be
Yeah,
completely
you
lost.
understand the physics to it, but
The computers and all that shit, they wouldn't know what to do with any of that.
see, that's what Bobby said. He said what happened was when he said it didn't have all the fluid in it, and the check engine light was still on, right? I said, yeah. He said then when y'all ran the heater the second time and purged everything out, he said bubbles started coming out, and the fluid went down, and then put the rest of the fluid. You got everything you took out, right? I said, yeah, I did. He said, and the light went out. I said, the light went out and it was running perfect. He said, it's fine. It was the computer. The computer had to know it had all that fluid in there because it was reading air in the system, so it was giving you the same codes. He said, so as soon as you filled it up and the air came out of that system, the computer realized that and said, we're good. That's why we took the chance and go ahead, drive it.
Yeah, because so
Yeah,
many modern cars have like sealed systems and all these
yeah,
electronics in it and shit. Which you know, you and it's there's been times where one little thing could go wrong Like that one I was watching on Royalty Auto. These guys worked for like 8 months on this fucking car, and they had engineers coming in the from the company that it was made by. I can't remember what model it was, but um, I think it was a Hyundai.
I was gonna
They
say
had
Hyundai.
engineers, and it all stemmed from a bad hood latch.
Yep.
The lady took her old hood latch out and bought a new one off Amazon, and it didn't have all the wiring correct.
Yep.
And she plugged it in and bolted it back in there and everything. They had no idea it was this fucking hood latch causing all these problems.
That's crazy.
Like it took them months to figure it out.
That's like my daughter's car. We keep putting the purge valves on there and they keep going bad. So I'm trying to weed out every little thing that could make it go bad, right? And the other day I've got to go over there probably tomorrow or the next day to start it up and check it. And what she said was the last time it happened, I said, how much gas do you have in there? She goes, well, the check engine, the light's on saying I need gas. And I said, okay, that's it. I'm telling you, that's it. Because what's happening is she's probably got some trash in the bottom of that tank or water in the bottom of that tank. And because you're gonna get water condensation in your tank no matter what you do. It sits on the bottom. So what happens, she's down low enough that it's sucking up enough of junk that's messing up that purge valve. It's not getting the clean flow. So I told her, I said, I'll bring it to the gas station, or you bring it to the gas station, fill it up, get it full. Because it's running right now. So fill it up. When it hits, write a big red freaking line across your half a tank. When it hits a half a tank, fill it up. And a half a tank for her is a week and a half of work. So it's not like she got to do it every day, you know? I said, but as soon as it hits that red line, go fill it up. That way you're not anywhere near the bottom of that tank and that purge valve. I don't have to come out in the middle of the night in the rain to change a purge valve or start the car. But she won't do it. I'll put the line. I'm gonna draw a line on her, and I guarantee you she's gonna call me up and say it's doing it again. She's at half. I might at like an eighth of a tank of gas. I didn't have the money to put the gas in. I had to wait for my check, but I got 6 packs of cigarettes.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah, I know.
So Philip is headed for Chattanooga for New Year's. And it's his birthday.
It's her birthday. You gonna go see the Chattanooga Choo Choo? Well, I just said something, Paul, that dated me.
What's that?
The Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Yeah.
What is
Because
that?
everybody else is saying, what are you talking about?
And what is that?
It was a song.
Yeah. That's
On
probably
track
one of those
29, I
songs
think
that
it was. Chattanooga Choo Choo on track 29, I think it was.
it's probably one of those songs I probably heard it. I just don't know who sings it.
Yeah, you heard. I couldn't even tell you who sang it. It was somebody that is long dead. I sent Lloyd that 3D print file for that toy gun that shoots the disc across the thing. And last night on the show, he said, "Hey Joe, thank you for that. Thank you for that file." He said, "I printed 2 of them today." I'm telling you, it looks realistic. It looks so realistic. And I can sit here and my Christmas tree is across the room, and I'm saying it's say 25, 30 feet. And I aimed at the Christmas tree just to shoot it across the room, see how far it would go. And that disc came out. It's a little bitty frisbee like disc. That disc came out, went over there, hit one of the balls on a tree, and knocked it off.
Wow.
When I pulled it, the dog Loki was laying on the couch. He took off under the couch.
Why didn't you just print it with an orange tip on the end?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna
You
probably
should have done it in blue and orange, made it look like a Nerf gun, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably put an orange tip on the end. It's easy to take apart.
Say if you print any more, do them like orange and what is it, like orange, gray, and blue is the Nerf colors.
Yeah. If I print one for somebody, it definitely will have an orange in. Because I'm telling you, this is
What's up,
enough to.
Mark?
I showed it to one of the police officers I know last night. He goes, "Oh Lord," he said, "if you had that in your hand, I think it's real." I said, "It looks."
What I'm
I said, "It's
saying.
full size. It's full size."
Mark says that he thinks it was the song you guys are talking about was around
Yeah,
Second World War, and it was the Beverly Sisters. He thinks.
yeah, I think it was too. You might be right. What? Hey Ziggy, who sings Chattanooga Choo Choo?
Tex Beneke and Paula Kelly sang in Chattanooga Choo Choo by Glenn Miller and his orchestra.
Oh Lord, help me! It was Glenn Miller and his orchestra. That was a different one. Paula Kelly sang it. That was another one, but I think it was the Beverly Sisters that started it. But we're talking about Glenn Miller now. Oh Lord, I'm old. You don't know who Glenn Miller is, do you, Justin?
Justin says no.
He's not listening.
I'm listening.
You don't know who Glenn Miller is, huh?
No.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, look up on all your little streaming versions the Glenn Miller story. He's a hero. He's actually a hero. And he always wanted to have a big band. He always played a little bit different than anybody else. Wasn't jazz. It wasn't jazz and it wasn't traditional. It wasn't contemporary. It was Glenn Miller. He had his own version of the way he wrote stuff. And everybody used to tell him, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. So he got his own band together and got everything together. And then he's got his band going. He gets married. He's got all this stuff going good. And the war happens. And he enlists in the war and went off in the war.
He's been gone a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. He died in one of the missions. And he wrote a song for his wife that had played yet, how they met and everything. And it's Pennsylvania something. It's like 5,000 or something like that. And he wrote the song for his wife and that. And after they found out he had died and everything, the first song that the orchestra played when she was sitting there was that song. But his music is like, it's more like a swing. And his music is unbelievable. Some of the stuff he wrote. I played a lot of it in the band.
World War II era music was the swing. It's like
Yeah.
which didn't start at World War One. It started like between World War One and World War II, and down, I think, into Korea, maybe.
Yeah. Or Justin saying, what the hell are those people talking about? Yeah. Well, they got the World War II Museum. That's the National World War II Museum here in New Orleans. And they got the are they called the Dixie Bells? I think they call the Dixie Bells. It's the singers for it. And they come out like the Andrews Sisters. And you see, Justin has no clue. They come out and they sing, and it's a three-part harmony. And these girls, I mean, the women they've got doing it now, they dress like they did in the wartime, and they can sing. I love going to whenever I find out there somewhere, I get out there and I get right in their faces and shoot pictures. I love shooting pictures of them because the songs are beautiful. I mean, because it's all that old era, and they could sing it just like the Andrews Sisters did. They got that old school, classy look to them. I mean, it's really nice.
Well,
And
all of those big band people are all gone.
oh yeah,
And it was an era that encased them in their lives.
when you think back, Paul, is there anybody in your lifetime that you'd like to see again?
Other than my parents,
Yeah, yeah, other than your parents. Somebody that like was either a mentor or somebody that really meant a lot to you.
No, not really.
Yeah,
Because my memory is such that
that's probably what it is.
everything is faded, you know?
Yeah, I look back, and sometimes I'll sit and just think, and I'll look back and there's a couple of people that I would love to run into again. That's Coach Klein that used to just piss me off every day. You know, it's just because I let him see what became of me, you know, let him know that the Marine Corps and all of that. But there's one person that if I had a chance to just sit and talk to again is Chris Contos. That was my band director in junior high school. This guy made the biggest impression on me in my life. It's just
He,
because he cared for everybody.
he was it, huh?
He was like a second dad to me. I'll put it this way. Like I said, in eighth grade, me and my girlfriend were playing around a little bit too much, and she thought she was pregnant. And we had gone out for a couple of years, and it was like the true love stuff and all of this. She still talks to me on Facebook. You know, she's in right outside of Tampa, Florida. And every time she comes in, comes over to see me. Now she looks like my grandmother, but it's different now. So, you know, but but I was in the band room one day sitting there, and and it was the first time we did anything too. That was the worst part about it. And she thought she was pregnant. And I'm sitting there in the band room, and Kanto says, "What's going on with you?" And he knew us because she was in the band too. And I looked over at him and I said, "Dean thinks she's pregnant." And he looked over at me and he said, "Okay, close the door. Let's sit here and talk." And he talked to me like a dad. He did. I mean, it was the way and he wasn't condescending or anything. He was supportive.
He's been gone now for what, about 40, 50 years?
He died probably, I can't remember when he died exactly, but it was probably 35 years at least, 40 years at least.
Okay.
But if you'd have seen his face, because he knew I went in he didn't know I went in the Marine Corps band. Last time I talked to him, because everybody always goes back to see him. And when I went to Marine Corps band, I came back and I was in full uniform. I walked in, went into the office, checked in the office, said, "I'm going to see Mr. Contos." They said, "Sure, hand me a pass." Some of the people still remember me. I walked into the room, he looked at me, and they were having a class, and I sat down and everything. And he looks over at me and he said, "So when did you join the Marines?" Like this, I said, "I've been in there 2 years, all of this." And I was talking to him. I said, "I'm in the Marine Corps band." And you should have seen his face.
Really?
And he said, and then he introduced me to the class. He had the next class coming in, and it just happened to be a woodwind class, which was clarinets and everything.
Right.
And he looked and he said he was in my class in seventh and eighth grade, and he was in the band in seventh and eighth grade. Our band was so good we cut vinyl albums. I got two vinyl albums in the back. But and he said he went on to the Marine Corps band like this, and he said, "I wish you would have brought your instrument like this." And I didn't have an instrument with me. I said, "You still got the extras?" Because he always had them in the back. He went and got one. And he started playing different songs like the Marine Corps hymn and stuff on there, and I played with him. And that was the last time I saw him. And it was like it meant a lot.
Wow. Yeah, there's so many things in my past, I'm sure that, affected me, but it's just old age is kind of a race time.
Yeah.
Because now, if I'm walking down the street and I look at somebody and I think I know them, but I don't, it's like, where do I know them? What do I know them? I just keep walking.
Well, my memory is pretty good. I can remember a lot of things. I can remember things from when I was a kid. But these players that I shoot football pictures of, I'll see one 4 or 5 years later, and then they don't have that uniform on, and I don't know their name. If they tell me their name, I remember it. But it's just like some of them. Now, some of them are like Luke Landry, the guy that plays basketball. I probably always know who he is just the way he looks, because he looked like a young Elvis to me. You know, and there's some players like this year, Will Blessing. He's changed so much over the summertime. Only reason I knew it was him was his number. So it's something like that. There's some of them that I'll always know, but there's just some of them that you look at them 5 or 6 times and you done. I got to think of. I know he played football for Mandeville. Who is he? It's the ones you interact with the most, are the ones you remember who they are.
Yes.
Yeah,
TJ,
Right.
you still there?
yeah. TJ, come on, TJ. TJ, you're not working. I don't think. See, I can't remember what he said last time, if he was working or not today. Kind of think he was, but it might not be
Yeah,
the
and
later.
then he said he had like 3-4 days off or something.
Yeah, something like that. I think it is working, but he might not go into like 1 o'clock or something like that. Now I'm sitting here. What's today? The 30th, right?
Yep.
You got 2 days. They said that by the end of December, everyone will have their V-Copter minis replaced. Johnny got his. A bunch of people got theirs. I'm still waiting on mine.
Did you call him?
There's no number to call. No way
Oh.
to get in touch with anybody. There's
I
a
think-
Facebook site.
I think David said the other day he was still waiting on his or something.
Yeah, I think David just got his. I think David got his. I think he said it just came in like yesterday, maybe. Now, Ron Brown sent his back and got his refund, and they sent him one. Now, he's got the V-Cop, the Mini, but he doesn't have the controller because he sent the controller back. Because we were supposed to dispose of everything but the controller. The controller was good.
But he was getting a refund, so
So he got his refund.
what he needs to do is just sell the controller or sell the drone to somebody that's already got it.
Well, Johnny's got 2 controllers. I think Johnny's going to wind up giving him one. But you see mine when it comes in? I'm going to put the controller on the box, take a picture of it, and sell it. Because I don't really want it.
Yeah, it's just gonna end up sitting.
Did
Yeah,
the V-Copter fly all right?
Yeah, it was just different. You know, I'll be honest with you, DJI fanboy all the way.
Yep.
You know, that's it. You know, I like one that, like I said, the first flight I had with this thing, the controllers were backwards, and I didn't realize it. I realized it was something wrong. I realized it was, but I could fly it like that, right? Until I started going the wrong way and wound up in a tree. And the thing, and it's blends in. It's just this little bitty thing, and it's like a mini drone, and it blends in so fast to the backgrounds. All I heard was I could hear the leaves getting chopped off the tree.
Yep.
And it didn't hurt anything. But my propellers are green, you know, from the green in the leaves. It stained it.
Yeah, so it must have different button mappings.
Hey,
built into
Frank,
it.
how's it going?
That's Frank, aka
Jody.
Jody. AKA Jody. Who's that? Who's George? I've
He
seen
was
that
in
name
here
before.
the other day.
I've seen that name before.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, how you
Is it
doing?
Joris?
I'm doing
Joris.
good.
It's Joris.
Joris. I thought I would join because I got the car yesterday.
Oh, you got your car. All
Well,
right.
that's nice.
Oh, it's a
I'm
Mini
detailing
Cooper.
it right now.
It's a Mini
I
Cooper.
just put the first coat on.
Is
That's
that a Mini Cooper?
No, a Mini Clubman.
Okay.
It's got one door extra on this side.
Oh, it's got a reverse door.
Little pop-out door.
What
on
do
the
they
side.
call those?
Yeah. Look,
Suicide doors?
Like a recessed side
no, it's
door.
one extra door.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I like that.
They got a Hyundai like that. What is it? That little
The
racing
CRX?
one that they have.
It's a
And it
CRX.
has the third door in the back. It only has 2 front doors, but it has
Nice looking
only
car.
one back door, and it's on the
Shiny.
other side.
Yeah, it is very shiny.
And that is cool.
It's just one code of this stuff.
Yep.
Always polishing it. Yeah, that is nice.
Hey, Justin, I could rock that.
Hey, I put a couple turbos in that thing.
I'd be perfectly happy with that.
I'd be racing through traffic here.
Yeah, it looks just like a Mini Cooper over here.
Yeah.
Dude, small cars are actually fun to drive in the US because the lanes are so big and most people drive fucking monster trucks down the road, so you can weave
Well,
in
my
and out of
old
traffic.
car was a Citroen, so this is a big upgrade.
Citroen, huh?
Yes.
What's up, Jody?
And when you get in a small car like that and you're so low to the ground, you go 40 miles an hour and it looks like you're going 80.
Like I said, you can weave in and out of traffic in a small car, which is nice.
Yeah, but
Like,
please
you can fit in
don't
real
get hit
tight.
with one.
I'm just saying you can get out of tighter spots. with one of
Oh
those.
yeah.
I can show you my dad's car he's working on.
Ooh,
And I like the color of that.
looks
Yeah,
clean
he
as
has a
hell too.
couple more of that.
Look at this. Well, you got a little garage
Dude,
going.
that thing looks clean as hell. And you can tell that's an older car from like maybe the 60s or 70s.
And look at that engine. Boy, you can work on that engine, all kind of room.
Yep.
You fit a 5.0.
You can put a V8 in there.
That's what I was saying. You could put a big old 5.0 in there. Big old Mustang 5.0 motor.
It wouldn't stay on the ground. You'd have to with some weight. All you gotta do is you put the V8 in there, put a couple little flaps on the side, and write DJI.
Put a wheelie bar on the back.
Yeah, I'm telling you, better put a roll ball on it too. Be like those old Corvairs in the day. Those little suckers were faster than you thought. My cousin, that was
I have a
mechanic
question.
wrapped one.
What?
Should I change the wheels to white wheels?
No,
I don't know. I like the black wheels.
I leave it just like that.
Yeah, because all your trimming's black too. So you
All the trim's black.
Yeah,
It
that's true.
matches.
yeah, that wouldn't look that. I don't know if that would look good.
And the only thing I would change it to, if you ever changed it, would be to that red.
To
But
what?
I'd leave, but the
Yeah,
red
but
would
that's
look
even
good,
too
but I'd
much
leave it
red,
black.
though.
Yeah, I would.
This.
I'd leave it black.
Yep. Red wheels.
Oh,
But no,
red wheels.
I like the black wheels on
Yeah,
there.
the
Yeah,
black
but
look
like I
good.
said, I think that's too much red though. You have a good balance of red and black.
Yeah, that's good right
Yeah.
there.
I wanted to put some black foil on the windows as well, on the
Oh
side
yeah,
windows.
yeah, definitely tint it.
Yeah, tint that sucker.
I'm all about tinted vehicles now.
What's the rules over there with tinting windows?
I don't know.
Yeah, find out first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I know
find out.
I know several people that tinted their windows and got tickets for $500.
Dude, they
Yeah.
have tinting laws here in Florida, but they don't enforce them at all. I'll tell you that.
Find out the hard way, right?
Yep.
That's a nice
so-
clean car.
Hey,
Well,
Justin,
apparently-
put a V8 in there, tint the windows, and put a little hydraulic system and bounce up and down the highway.
Now I'd love all my cars. I always get the windows tinted. I hate driving down the road.
Well, the
and
only
all that
thing
sun
is
just
if
blaring
you
through the
have
window.
really severely tinted windows and you get in an accident, your insurance company may not pay.
Well, see, mine are legal. My tint's legal,
You got to make sure it's legal, whatever you do.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
also you can get a prescription apparently in Florida if you have sensitive eyes, and they'll let you fucking limo tint every one of your windows.
Yeah,
I've even seen
limo tint,
people's
boy.
entire front windshields limo tinted.
Wow.
I'm like, man, I'd love to have that.
Yeah, nobody know who's in the car.
I mean, I don't know if I'd want it that dark, but it would be nice to have the front windshield tinted. Even down, even at like 18% or 15% would be perfect.
Yeah. Hey, Paul, you remember I bought this shirt last year?
Yep.
and I bought it in a 3X. I put it on the other day. I said, "Oh hell no!" Went on the sewing machine. I took 2.5 inches in each side.
There you go. It looks good.
It fits me right here now. It was
Is it a
way out to
Christmas
here.
shirt?
Yeah, it's got the Grinch sticking through it. It's cold
That's
right
cool.
now, so the house is cold and this is warm, so I'm wearing it.
Good morning, Donald.
Morning,
Did-
Donald.
Did Justin say he really wishes that he had eye problems so bad that he could get his windows tinted?
No, I said I wish I could have my front windshield tinted. That would be nice.
Yeah, and you said the way that you do that is to have eye problems.
He did say that in a way.
Yeah, he did.
No, I said that's the way that people are getting away with doing that, but I would be nice if I could just do it just to do it.
I can poke your eye if it would help. We just need to arrange a meetup and I'll just Three Stooges that shit.
You get one and I get one. How about that?
Okay, I guess we could.
And just make sure you bring a step stool for Joel.
Well, first we need to do a little bit of wonk bonk. Maybe poke him in the eyes once, and then go to poke him in the eyes again. He does this and blocks it, and then the two of us each take one eye on either side of his hand. You know, that would be a Stooges routine if we were going to go that far.
Yeah. Hey, Justin, you said I need a step stool?
You're gonna, yeah, Donald's gonna need to bring you a step stool.
No, all I need to do is kick you in your knee and you'll fall.
Well, I'm going back to work, so
Okay, yours. Take
Hey,
care.
yours.
yeah, take care.
Nice looking car.
Nice car.
Thanks. Bye.
Back.
He said he got that one for what, like 7,000 euros?
That's
It
nice.
looked pretty clean.
Yeah, pretty clean car for 7,000 euros.
I missed it. I just joined up. He was showing off a car.
Yeah, he got it's not a Mini Coupe, it's a Mini something else, but it's looked like the same logo.
Looked like a
so-
Mini Cooper. It was nice, boy.
But he
Clean.
called it something else. But it looked like the same logo, so it's probably made by the same company. I mean, it looked identical to a Mini Coupe. But they might call him something else over there though.
Where's he from?
Germany,
Hey, Paul, you got your flu shot?
I think.
Got my what?
Flu shot.
You sound
No,
nice
No,
and
I didn't get a
confident.
flu shot.
Germany.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember, to be honest. I think it was Germany.
Yeah, the flu is surging so bad right now.
Well, that's because you got to have contact with other people, but I don't. You would have to have all your shots because you're out there in the public all the time.
Well, I never get one. The last flu shot I got was about 3 or 4 years ago. But when I went to the pharmacy actually and picked up some pills about a month ago. The pharmacist walked up to me and says, "You need a flu shot. A lot of people are getting really sick right now." And I looked at them and they asked me all the time. I said, "Yeah, let's do it." I said, "Because I've heard people getting sick for like 10 days. And I can't afford 2 days, you know, it's like." So he goes through the list of shots and he goes, "Well, you need your pneumonia shot too. You didn't get one." And I said, "Yeah, I've heard it both. I've heard people that had the flu went to bronchitis and into pneumonia."
Hey,
So I said,
He's just
so I
talking
said,
Joe
"Give
into
me 'em both."
everything.
I've been fighting chest congestion for almost a month now.
I'm not finished, Justin. Then he looks at my thing and he says, "Last shingle shot you got was like 7 years ago." He said, they're good, they're perfectly good, but it's changed so much. They've got a new strain and all this other stuff and all of this. And he said, "So you need a shingle shot too." So I said, "Well, let's do them all. If we could do them all." That was the worst decision I've done in a long time because I was sore and feeling like I had the flu, but I didn't have any. It was like you had the symptoms of it and the aching and pain of it for like 3 days. And I did it on a Friday because I didn't have anything till Tuesday.
Well, I mean, they
And
are
by
injecting you
Tuesday I
with
was
the strain
okay,
of it.
but Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning, I was just feeling like, I mean, everything hurt. But I've got them all in. I got to take the second shingles in February. He said, "I'll text you when you got to do it." They got it set up. But that was the first time, but I'm around people. I was somewhere the other day and everybody's standing around me coughing. And my granddaughter had the flu for about 4 days. My daughter had it for about 5 days. My sister had it for like 10 days and went into bronchitis and almost went into pneumonia. Ooh, I was waiting for Paul to get up. I was hoping he had pants on because he had the pants in his hand.
Yeah, I haven't had any shots in a long time.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't really like taking a flu shot because it always makes you hurt a little bit and then get you that rundown. You don't have the feel, but you got the feeling of flu.
Well, yeah, because they're injecting you with the strain of it to
Yeah,
combat it. So you just don't know which one you're getting.
yeah.
That's the way the pharmacist explained it to me. She goes, they picked the 3 worst strains they think are going to be the worst. And then they
Yep.
just put them out there, and then you just get one of the 3. You don't know which one you're getting.
It's just a guess.
Yep. Hey, Justin, I printed me another corner wall show.
What are you putting on that?
Well, I put that bonsai tree on the middle one, and I had my tulips up there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this one a little bit above it, and I'm gonna put my USA drone flyer box that's up there now. That's on the bottom up. I'm gonna put the bonsai on the bottom. I'll put the tulips in the middle.
Mm,
What are you starting a 3D printed floor?
Yeah.
I think your arrangement on that is wrong. I think you should put the bonsai in the middle, and
Mike,
then you can put your tulips on my ass.
no, I printed these, the poinsettias. These are real thin. It's like origami, like just folded in. But these are like these. These look nice. That'd be a good centerpiece on a table. If I had a table. I'm thinking about when my daughter-in-law leaves, making a box for her of all these little flowers like this, so she'll have them for our house. Her and my son.
Oh, this came out pretty good.
Yeah, these are nice. I really like these. And the best part about it, you don't have to water them; they don't die, and they look pretty.
Whoops.
I bet they produce the best oxygen too.
Yeah, right. And I
You're
got
getting
the
stuck in a
tulips.
fallout shelter with Joe, and all you have is this 3D printer printing fucking fake plants for.
Yeah, I got tulips, and I got the roses.
And food. Here's a banana. It's plastic.
Yeah. This is the one I really like, the tulip, in that little bitty vase, that printed vase. I really like this one. I gave one like this to my brother and his wife with a blue tulip, right? And it's blue, green, and yellow. Blue, green, and yellow. And they broke the blue one. Somehow he knocked it over and the blue one broke. So I printed him a new one. And I was over there it was Thanksgiving, and Robbie, one of the kids,
Alright,
picks
Jody.
the blue one out and breaks it. So I had to print him another blue one. And I said, you break the blue one this time, you get a different color.
Frank said, make sure you're watering those at least every 3 days.
Yeah.
I did that to a girl at Pizza Hut one time. She was so gullible.
Yeah.
I had her watering the fake plants for a week.
Really? And you married her later, right?
No,
Where was this at?
at Pizza Hut.
Oh, wow. That's even better. How long ago was that? That was one of those red roofs with the bar and everything, salad
This
bar and
would have
everything.
been mid '90s.
Yeah. You remember? Do you remember the uniform they used to wear, the girls? It was like a black, and it had, I think it had a little silver in it, or it was white in it, and they were real tight fitting, and it didn't make them look good. It made them look all right, but it wasn't a feminine looking type of thing. That was in the 70s with mine. It might have changed.
Joe, I'm sorry. I was there to work, not to flirt.
No, I was out there. I was there to work too, but but we were closing the store one night.
I say
Closing the
that,
store
but
one
that's where
night.
I met my wife.
Yeah.
That's where I met
So-
Sarah too.
Really?
At Pizza Hut?
Well, that's where she was working when I first met her. Yeah, she was working
Oh.
with my sister at Pizza Hut.
Wow. Coincidence.
I was
Coincidence.
working with Kathy's best friend at Pizza Hut, and my wife had just broke up with a guy, and they came in, and Jennifer said, "I'm bringing in a friend of mine, but don't you start flirting with her." And she just basically told me to leave her alone. I guess I was a horn dog or something.
Yep.
Then Kathy started working there, and we started dating, and the rest is history. But now Jennifer claims that she set us up.
Oh, she wants to take the credit for that,
Yep.
huh?
And my friend Randall, he claims that he set us up.
Yeah, we were all going out one night afterwards to one of the bars in Fat City, and the girls were changing, and this one girl that worked there come walking out. Her hair was hanging down, and she had a shirt on that made her look really good. And I looked over at her and I said, "Girl, boy, you look different with clothes on."
Wait, what?
Yeah, she came out with she got out of the Pizza Hut uniform, and she had her hair down. She had her hair up and everything in Pizza Hut.
Yep.
She
And
comes
street
walking
clo-
out.
She looked a
Yeah.
lot better in street clothes.
Yeah, she had the long hair and all of this, and this clingy shirt and all of this, and every feature of her was showing a little bit better than it was in that uniform. And I looked over at her and I said, "Girl, you look so much better with clothes on."
And she said, "Boy, you still look like a piece of shit."
Yeah, she did. I had one of the guys say, "Well, did you see her without clothes or what?" I said, "No, look at the difference between her and the uniform. That's what I'm talking about." There was a lot of respect there between her and I, though. I used to drive her home a lot, and we sit out there and just talking, and then she'd go inside and I go back. Next time I bring her home, we sit out there and talk. And there was never any spark or anything. It was just friendship.
Oh,
Sounds
sounds
like
like
you
me
got
and-
you got put in the friend zone.
sounds like me and Kathy, but
Well, I think you could have went another way, but I
We-
never pushed it, and she never pushed it.
we talked and we'd be hanging out after work for a long time and talking, and she said that we could just be friends, and I said okay. And then about a week later, I told her, "Remember that thing about being friends?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "No, I can't do that." And chased her for another few weeks, and she tripped.
When she tripped, you grabbed her, huh? put that bag over her head and ran.
Hog tied her.
Burlap sack. Yeah, hog tied her. There you go. Yeah, that's all I gotta do is trip one time.
Smashed her ankle with a sledgehammer so she couldn't.
Couldn't run.
So she still get up and move around and stuff, but couldn't outrun me.
So what you're saying, you Kathy Bates the ankle, huh?
Yep, I hobbled her. Yep.
That
Oh,
was a
God,
That
terrible
was just in the
such a-
movie. In the book,
That was
she
such a rough
actually
scene.
chopped his leg off.
Oh, Lord help me.
If
That was
I
a rough
remember right.
scene to watch, though.
Oh yeah, I can watch that movie, but whenever that scene comes up, I have to just not look because I know, oh, it's so horrible.
But in the book, she cuts the leg off.
I'm pretty sure
Only
in
that.
the book she cuts the leg completely off.
Well, she had the rest of them. That's all she needed.
Hmm. Well, all she needed was for him to finish the damn book.
I know what it was. They cut the leg. I know why she cut the leg off. Because she had to make a lamp. That's why. She said they had a feminist lamp. Now she had to make a masculine.
That would be an awesome gag gift is to print up and do like a leg
Let me
lamp,
look at
but
through.
only
Let me see if they got one.
but instead of a feminine leg, it would just be a dude's leg with hair and everything.
Let me see if they got a leg lamp. Let me see if they got a
I'll be
a
back,
leg lamp.
guys.
With
Stay.
a tube sock and sagging.
Hey, stay.
Leg lamps. They got leg lamps.
Stay.
But
They
do
got
they
a
have a
Grinch leg
masculine?
lamp. I don't see one yet. I'm looking, but you know they got one that's gonna be printed today. You know that, right? They got a Minnesota Vikings football lamp with the uniform. And enough. Got to have the hair, huh?
Yeah, it has to be just because the leg lamp was supposed to be sexy. Ooh la la. Just have a dude's hairy leg.
Well, I tell you what, I could print up about 10 of these things, go to French Quarter Fest, and bet you I sell them.
Hmm.
And they got one here that says rock legs. It looks like it's got I can't see the face. The face almost looks like Donald Trump from the side, but it doesn't have the hair on it, but it could be masculine legs. Come on. Where's Tinkercad at? Let's go make one. And I'm looking just in one place. I'm gonna put it on go in one of them that goes everywhere.
You could probably just get a picture off of Google and scan it.
Yeah,
Make a 3D model out of it.
probably could.
Find one with like a nasty ingrown toenail, so you have to stare at that all the time.
Lance sent me.
Yeah. And instead of a lampshade, it's just a pair of underwear. A pair of whitey tighties stretched over it.
Lance sent me. He said heading out, going to fly a mini meetup today in Seattle Magnolia area, and he sent me a Google map of where it's going to be. I guess in case he doesn't show up or he doesn't come back, so I'll know where he's at. Hey Donald, guess what I bought yesterday?
Dignity.
I bought a bottle of Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey.
Ooh. How's it?
I don't know. I'm gonna open it up. I don't drink. I haven't been drinking that much. I think the last drink I've had was 6 months ago, and that was a beer. The last whiskey I've had is probably 2 years. So I bought that because I've been watching Uncle Bill with his peanut butter whiskey,
Mm-hmm.
and I was gonna get a Screwball,
Mm-hmm.
and that sucker was $30 for the bottle.
Yep.
This stuff, and I looked at they had two different
And-
kinds.
And
Go
it's
ahead.
too sweet, in my opinion.
I know. I remember I bought it one time. So they had this one's called Sheepdog, and they had another one called something Goat's Head or something like this.
Mhm.
And I looked at him and I asked the guy, I said, "So which one you sell the most?" He said, "The Sheepdog." Like this, the guy was running the department. And I said, he said Screwball sells a lot. He said, but the second is Sheepdog. And that one only had one bottle left, right? So I picked it up and I looked at it, and I looked at the other one I was reading with the head on it. And I looked at the back, and the goat one was made in Maine. And the Sheepdog was made in Kentucky. I said, "Oh hell yeah." I'll go with the Kentucky. They'll know a little bit. Sazerac made it in what you call it, Lance. But I bought it. I got it sitting over here, and it says it's 70 Wolf instead of proof. 70 Wolf. What's up, Lance? You gave me
Morning,
that map
guys.
so I could track you down in case I had to look for you, right?
Exactly, in case I fell into the bay. Check out
Yeah.
that view of the guy's house. My gosh, the guy must be a millionaire.
Yeah, it was
I've
pretty
never
cool.
I've never met him before. I'm flying with his buddy who invited me.
Wow.
So I'm crashing the house.
Yeah, that house is beautiful.
Yeah, isn't it? It's got to be a $5
Wait,
million home.
What are we
What are you guys
looking at
looking-
here? I don't see no
I
house.
don't see nothing.
Show it to him. Let's see if I can find it here real quick. And then pull up a street view once you get an overhead.
Yeah, I gotta find it again. Hold on. What was the street?
It was in Magnolia. It was
1928.
Magnolia. Yeah, 1928 Magnolia Boulevard West. There it is right there.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I have it, but on the street view yet.
Okay, I will. From Google Maps. There. So this is where he lives. This guy, I've not met him,
Yeah.
but this is the view he has of the bay. And here's Seattle down here, you know.
Oh wow.
But I'm gonna pull up a street view here. Where is he? Where'd he go? Right there, 19. Is that it? Or is that?
It's that little blue dot.
Is it this one? I think it is.
I think that's it.
It does look like a little man. Usually.
Okay. So that's his house right there, I think.
Yeah, that's it right there.
And then that's his view. I just don't know where I'm gonna park. I can't park on this street. I must have to park behind. Turn in there. I mean, these are $6 million homes. And this guy, he went chintzy and only got a Mavic or Mini 5 Pro. It's his first time flying. See it there? That be the house? It's one of these, or is it up further? It's that White House up there. No, it isn't. I don't know where it is. But anyway, yeah. So parking back here, it looks like, is where I'll park. That's his house, I think, right there.
Yeah, I think that's it.
It looks like he's got a, what do you call the pickleball court right there? No, that's a wall. It's
Yeah,
a brick wall.
that's a brickle wall. A brickle,
Yes.
brickle court.
So there he is. That's his house, I believe.
You
Anyhow,
might be able to pull up in the driveway.
yeah, I probably could. You know, I don't know the guy, and I'm supposed to meet him there at 11. But I'm going to stop and play the needle on the way up, I think. Let's go back
Yeah,
down.
they
to
got
the-
some beautiful houses up in there.
Yeah,
I mean, they're nice homes and everything, but is those houses really worth 5 million or are you paying for location?
you're
Okay.
paying for location.
Because in reality, I would, if I was valuing a house just off of what I think it's worth, not the location, $500,000 homes.
Oh, you could drop that house in my neighborhood and it would cost $1 million. You could drop it in my brother's neighborhood in Oklahoma City and it would cost 500,000.
I mean, they're nice homes and everything. I just like when I think 5 million, dude, I'm thinking like a mansion, you know,
That's pretty
That-
big.
10 or
yeah,
12 bedroom
that
house.
in Mandeville's about 350, 375, maybe 400,000.
It's definitely location.
Yeah.
That's his house right there.
Now,
Well,
right
it's
up the
crazy
road.
how some of these places you go to and it's literally like a 2 bedroom house. But because of
Yeah.
the location, it's worth like $10 million. It's like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that same house in the Lake Ramsey area up in Covington would be about 3 million.
Second house in.
The only thing I don't like about that, he's got a good view, right? But I don't like all that brush on the other side.
Yeah, I would cut it.
You know, it's and all that brush on the other side, it's just
This is a nice looking
Oh,
neighborhood though. It's got some
they're
nice
always
looking
looking for
homes.
trouble.
Second house.
Hey Justin, remember that girl that my son messed with and just that's why he left the state? You know,
Yeah.
the girlfriend, and he came back and he talked to her and he saw her a couple times and all of this. They live in a brand new neighborhood right up in Ponchatoula. It's in Ponchatoula, right down the road. The other day when he was leaving, he was running over to see her. The dad was putting up cameras all around the house because in that neighborhood, 19 cars were broken into. Hers is in the
Were they
garage, so
broken
she was
into
fine.
or did people leave their doors unlocked or were they
Broken
actually
into,
like
windows broken.
broken? Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I know sometimes neighborhoods will have a bad problem because just people feel too safe and then everybody will start leaving their cars unlocked.
Yeah.
And you might have a little string happen through.
Yeah, it
neighborhood.
was just the windows they came in, you know, through the driver's side, broke the windows. Actually out they were all through the passenger side. And they got a couple of Ring cameras that picked up the who it was and looked like kids. But she keeps her automobile. She's got an Infiniti. It's in her garage, so she was safe. But they put cameras all around our house now, so it picks up everything.
Crazy though, is you go through any modern neighbor or just any neighborhood these days, you're gonna be on a crap ton of cameras just walking down 10, just a half a block of houses.
I want to buy me one of those guns that shoot the tear gas, right? The bursters. And it's like a pepper spray. And it will knock you down. I'll put it that way. That pepper spray is that bad. So if I ever catch somebody doing something like that, I'd like to have a taser too. So I could tase them first and then shoot them with the pepper spray a couple of times to make them realize it.
Buy a freaking can of bear mace that throws out like a 20-foot cloud.
Yeah.
You'll
That's
engulf
not
an
bad.
entire vehicle in that shit.
Be my luck. Be my luck. I catch a little wind and some of it come back.
Just catches all of it, just right back in his face. Ah.
I tell you, Mardi Gras during Mardi Gras one time, I was drinking pretty good. I had a good buzz going. I had to go to the bathroom, so we walked over where they had some portalettes and I walked into the portalette and I had a thing of mace hanging from my belt, and I reached over and grabbed that thing first and sprayed it and woke myself up. I maced myself.
What? Why'd you mace yourself?
I had to go to the bathroom and I was reaching down and I grabbed the wrong thing.
Wow, it's usually they got a safety on them too, which means you sat there and undid the safety and
Like I said, I was drinking pretty good. I
thought it
walked
was
back
his mouth spray.
I walked back and my wife looked at me and she goes, why is your face all red? Like this. She says, you need to stop drinking. Why is your face all red? I said, I don't need it. I can start drinking again now. I'm sober. She goes, you're not sober. I said, yeah, I'm sober. I said, I'd mace myself. She started laughing. I mean, it's if you load, so hit yourself with mace. It will sober you up.
And if you're in an enclosed area too, it's even worse.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
now we
she'll
got Russ
make
in the
you-
chat. Hey, Russ. Well, Mark's in the chat, but where's he at? He didn't come on. The giggles must be working.
That's
So,
what I used to carry with me was a can of, I ended up getting a can of bear mace because, Ron recommended it for like when I was doing the gas meters, just in case a stray dog came at me.
oh yeah.
I used to carry that on me because you're not allowed to carry a gun in a commercial vehicle in Florida, which I think is stupid.
Yeah, I think that's bad.
You should be able to carry a gun in your glove box in a commercial vehicle. Or in the center console.
Dolly Zoom. Look like a Dolly Zoom.
Because
Yep.
there's been plenty of times, dude, where freaking utility workers have gotten attacked by random people, just got pissed off because they were making a bunch of noise outside their house.
Yeah.
Remember that guy a few years ago that shot out the tires of that AT&T truck?
Mm-hmm.
Dude was up in the bucket, up on the pole, doing something with the cable. Dude came out with a big ass fucking 40, or was it a 44 Magnum, and just started firing at all the tires, popped all the tires.
Yeah. I got to remember that thing does a Dolly Zoom. And that's with what? The RC2?
Neo.
I mean, but what controller?
Hand. Just
It's got to
launched
be
it.
it's got to
Just
be by
launched
your
it.
hand. Can you do
Yeah.
it with the controller?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got to remember that because whenever I'm flying with Johnny, we always do a drone at the end.
Hmm.
So maybe I'll do a Dolly Zoom next time. Make it a little bit different. Do a Dolly Zoom and fade and transverse into the what you call it.
Transition from 1 year into the next. It's gonna be a great time for everyone.
That is the third time this year that this lotus has bloomed. I must be making it happy.
Yeah. Well, pretty soon it might bloom next year.
Morning,
What's up,
Dre.
Dre?
Morning.
Oh, sitting in a dungeon with his tie on.
Yeah,
Please, I'd like to hide.
last look of the year.
Yep. Well, it's cold in here, so I put my Grinch sweater on. Paul must have had to take his tenant's niece somewhere because he didn't say he's flying the ship, and I don't see any.
I was gonna ask, did Boone get out again?
No, he told Boone to stay like that when he was
Uh-huh.
leaving. So Boone was probably close to that door.
Hmm,
So you got to realize that stay don't work. So you're
yeah,
gonna have to either put him in another room or by that door, that little
Yeah.
gate.
I don't know why he's gonna take him with him.
Well, he says every time he takes them, he gets himself out of the harness and that, get him a different harness.
I think he told TJ yesterday he ordered that gate. They'd be here in a couple days.
I hope so. Because I don't want to see Boone getting out and getting hit or something, you know. But it sounds like Boone's pretty smart because when he runs down the street, he goes into the yards and stuff. He's not going across streets.
Mm-hmm.
But he was 3 or 4 blocks away the other day, so he had to cross street somewhere.
No, he was only about a block and a half away. So
What, the other day?
there's a square of streets that go around the elementary school, almost in a perfect square.
That's what he
He
did. She
was
stayed in that
up-
square.
He was all the way up Paul Street, and then he had turned and went all the way up the side street, and
Okay.
was up at somebody's house. They let him in and had him overnight. And then they posted that thing on Facebook when Hodges put that in the chat, and I found it.
But when he got out, when they found him with the tracker, he looked like he was almost by the river.
Well, that's what I was trying to get to. I said, maybe Paul should take him out on a regular basis so he would just get some exercise, because definitely Boone needs to get out.
Yeah.
And the backyard is getting a little confining as he gets a little older, get used to it. It needs to get him out.
What I'd do is go to that tenants and East that he's been taking back and forth to work, and be like, since I'm taking you back and forth, how about you walking twice a day?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or
seriously.
either buy a treadmill and time to it.
That'll work.
Fucking Boone just be jacked like 6 months later. Fucking Paul won't be able to handle him at all.
You get all that pent up energy.
Yeah, he's got some energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm glad mine are older now. I was looking at, and when I wake up in the morning, I sit down in a little stool I got by my bed, and they all come over there, and Tino acts like he's young, the way he comes to me in the morning. I said, look at you trying to act young. I said, you're an old man like me. And then the oldest one, he's 13. That sucker, all I gotta say BALL,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be midnight. He brings it to me.
Mm.
Any time of day. If I show him if I pet one of them, he goes get it and brings it to me. I'll be sitting on the toilet, he brings it to me.
Mm.
He all day long. He wants to throw that thing.
Mm.
That's like Johnny's, the dog, his daughter's dog. That dog, as soon as you see that dog, he brings the ball to you. Johnny said that you can throw the ball 24/7 and he won't stop running for it.
Yeah, some dogs are like that. I throw a ball at my youngest daughter's dog, he'll look at it and then turn the other way.
My Archie would play fetch for anything, and I taught him how to do other tricks.
There'd be
And
Boone in
fetch
6
was the
months.
reward.
That'd be Boone in 6 months, yeah.
Yep.
You put him on that treadmill.
But yeah,
Yeah, some dogs will do all kind of tricks like that for you.
Yeah, I taught Archie how to hit, sit, and stay, and his reward, if he did all of his tricks right, was I'd throw the ball because he loved it.
Well, we had a Yorkie. This Yorkie was like a human. It really was. And Mandy, I'd look at her and she'd come bark at me, and I say, now you know you're not supposed to be barking like that. You got to bark lower. So she'd bark a little lower. And I said, okay, go roo roo. She go roo roo. And I'd do all kind of stuff. Like I'd go roo 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 like this. She'd look at me and do it exactly back.
Mm.
And it was like she could follow what you were telling her.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. And then like Loki here, one day he came up to me and I said to him, I said, if you want this, you got to sneeze. And he sneezed.
Mm.
And everybody gets a kick out of the fact that if I tell him to sneeze, he'll sneeze. You know, how'd you train a dog to sneeze? I said, I don't know. I just told him to, and he did. He knew what it was. Because every time he sneezed, I used to tell him, you sneezing? I said, man, you got an allergy? And then I told him one time, sneeze. And he sneezed. So, and he'll still do it to this day. I'll have a treat and I'll pick it up and say, you want this? Sneeze. And he'll do it again. But in the morning when we start playing, like I sit down, like I said, all three of them come up to me, and I pet them, and they say good morning. Let's say good morning to each other, right? And I'll look at him and then he'll run over. If he can get to the ball, he'll get to it and bring it back to me. Usually it's on the other side of the gate. And he'll bring it to me and he'll put it down and he'll sneeze like he's telling me, okay, throw it. You know?
This is how I imagine Boone talks to Paul.
Oh, here we go.
Dinner time.
No, you're not getting dinner. You're bad.
I should still get some.
No, you're not getting dinner.
I demand some.
You was bad.
It ain't like you Mother Teresa.
So?
So you could learn a thing or two.
Yeah, that's about what Boone does. He says, Boone, lay down. He says, I don't have to lay down. And I can see Boone standing there and they say, lay down, Boone. And he'll jump like that and say, oh, I don't need to lay down. I need to go outside. We need to find a way to get a good picture of him and put one together, AI. We'll let Donald write the script. No, maybe not, because it might be too much.
Well, he did say, I'm pretty sure he told TJ yesterday that he ordered that gate, so. And that tracker already worked once for him, so.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I might have to go fly a drone today when it's supposed to get up to 60 degrees. If it gets to 60, I might go fly. Because not having to do anything till the 6th, I'm already bored.
Dude, our high today is only what, like.
Take it back, I do have something to do. I got 2 boxes of pictures over there for soccer and basketball I got to put together. I'll be doing one of them today and one tomorrow.
Our high today is 59.
Yeah, I think our high today is actually 51.
Supposed to be down at 34 tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be a little chilly the next couple days. I'm fine with that.
Hey Dre, that Glock, toy Glock I printed that shoots those little discs.
What's that now?
It's a toy Glock that shoots the disc across the room.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he Lloyd asked me to send him the print. Yesterday on his show, he thanked me for sending him the program for it. He said he printed 2 of them already.
Mm.
And y'all just slowly filling them landfills up, aren't you?
No, that's not gonna be landfill. That when I die, that's going in my coffin.
I swear, man.
Look, that little pocket, that little fidget zipper I have isn't landfill.
You guys are producing more damn toys than Milton Bradley.
Look at it. Zipper fidget. It's fun. It's the ultimate. Lon saw that and said, that makes me go and buy one. I have to go buy one.
See waste right there.
Well, I printed that 3D shelf, that shelf this morning to put in the corner. I got to print the screws and the anchors that go with it. Yeah, it's got the sheetrock anchors. It's actually a screw like the anchor. And you just make the little bitty hole and just screw it right in. It holds just like the anchor does.
I hate going into drywall.
Yep.
This shit's annoying.
Yeah, because you got to be real careful with it or you're going to have 50 holes. Best to find, if you can find a stud behind that thing, it's better to, if you can put it where that stud's at.
Oh, for sure. That's why I said if Paul has that thing put in, he needs to have somebody come in and find a stud and really anchor that thing into the wall. Don't try putting it in fucking drywall, Boone. The first time Boone hits that thing, he's gonna rip it right out.
Yeah. Well, the good news about me living here so long, is when I pull all my pictures off the wall eventually. All the little holes everywhere. I don't have to go back and touch up. I usually go back and just touch each one of them, close them up. And but I won't have to do it because they're gonna have to do everything in here. They're gonna have to rip the carpet, they're gonna have to paint the walls. I got one spot over in my hallway I patched because
Don't
Justin got
expect to
mad and
get your
punched the
deposit
wall.
back.
No, I'll get my deposit back. I've been here so long they can't say it's my fault. You know, because it's age now. It's only a $200 deposit anyway.
I don't know, I've never gotten a deposit back, even when a place
A
is
box of
back.
donuts he brought back.
There's
That's
what
about the
AI
donuts.
came up with.
Oh, Lord help me.
For what?
A hairy leg 3D
Instead
print lamp.
instead of a woman's leg lamp like on A Christmas Story, a man's
Uh-huh.
leg lamp.
With
Yeah.
underwear on top. Oh, that's cool.
This is
That'd
what
be
these
awesome.
two were conspiring.
Just be glad nothing's peeking out the side.
Yeah, if we that's what you reach up, you pull on that, and it turns the lamp on.
Shut up. That's $1 million idea right there.
I'm telling you, if you can get an STL file, I could print that sucker. Only make it about maybe 6 inches. They go 12 inches high. I think 10 inches high, right?
Brenda, it's about 3.5 foot.
Oh no.
Yeah, and you know, but like I said, if I had a little bitty one, like about 10 to 12 inches high, I could take that sucker all day to the French Quarter and sell it.
Yeah.
Especially during decadent week or whatever it is. I take 100 of them down there and sell them in a minute.
Brenda, it's about
And-
a little over 3.5 feet.
And what kind of file do you need?
It's an STL file.
Mainly
STL
to
or
block
a
it.
MF file or
part.
STL. Mark,
Coming in. Gotta make me another Spartan final run, Justin.
oh Lord help me.
Keep my snacks
wow.
up.
What's up, Mark?
Morning, guys.
Yeah, go pick up some pineapple juice and give me some chocolate covered raisins.
There you go.
Where you go get all that at?
Smart and Final.
Oh, Spartan. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
So they
I've been
got the
there
little
so long.
small little cans of pineapple juice you see me drink sometime. Didn't I tell you he had a box of donuts?
Yeah, we saw it in Christmas box.
Mm-hmm.
Austin creams, they're the best.
If you say so.
You do notice he's been enlarging his pants lately, huh?
Oh, man. Mhm.
Did you fly a ship?
Yep.
Well, I watched that screen the whole time. I didn't see a ship go by.
Thing might be behind though too.
I guarantee you.
Sometimes it falls behind it and Paul don't notice it.
Yeah, look at the date. That's yesterday's date.
Usually the camera that you guys watch is up here on top of the building, but it's
Yeah.
out of service.
So it's a
This is
different
way
camera.
down. This is downtown by the Black River.
That's why I didn't see a ship. It's probably past there already.
Have you called or got up on their YouTube page to ask them what's going on or what?
Loki, stop.
No.
Or maybe somebody's posted on there that there's some kind of issue. I almost bet they've put a post out on their YouTube page.
Don, you look very busy today.
Not really.
So you're just purposely ignoring us then.
He's working to make a file
Yes.
for that league.
No, I was interacting with everybody until you shut up.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
At least we got it cleared up.
You know, I just realized something. I'm gonna have to get off here in a couple minutes. I got an eye appointment at 10:50.
Oh,
I missed it yesterday. I realized it at 10:33.
Mm.
At 10:33, I realized it. And then I called them up and moved it to today and almost forgot it again.
Well, you better skedaddle.
Well, I got time. It's only about 3 miles away.
I think mine wants to see me, my urologist wants to see me around the 21st of this month.
For your eyes?
No, no, this is the one eye.
Yeah.
One eye. I was wondering about that.
One-eyed Dre.
No, if it was
Yeah.
just the one eye, I'd be the proctologist.
Yeah.
I'm going to America's Best. And they said they got a new female doctor that says she's real good. So I'm going to go to her. And she's going to tell me I got a cataract in my right eye, which I know I do. Because now I'm getting a little blur to it.
Mm.
And last year, was year before last when I went in December. So I got to wait every 2 years with the insurance. She said, I got to make sure I bring the right glasses too. I'm wearing my old glasses. They work better. These are the ones I should have. So let me switch them down. I remember. She said she wasn't worried about it. It wasn't bad enough to do anything. I'm wondering if it's bad enough to do something now.
Mm.
You know, because like I said, I'm getting a little bit of blur right in this area. So it's starting to affect me a little bit. But I focused the camera with the other eye, so it's not an issue. And
Okay.
I think it was an issue. That's why I changed a couple of years back. So I'll see what she says now. But you see, when you go into these places, I've got an allowance, so much money to spend on glasses.
Right.
Right. And then they try to tell you, well, that's just for the frames. I said, no, it's for everything. And then you got to fight with them. And then they say, well, it's going to cost you another $150, $200 because you're getting the coatings and all that crap on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going in there today and I'm going to tell them, this is what I want. I want the 2 for $95 that you got. I want 2 pair, the progressive. If I can only get 1 pair, I'll get 1 pair. I don't need none of the coatings. I don't need nothing on it because I got another pair I can work with, you know, and if it scratches, I don't care, you know, but I'm not paying anything out of my pocket.
Yeah, but that 2 for 95 though, it's going to be a really limited section.
Oh, I know, but I don't need anything fancy. This is what I made a mistake a couple years ago. This is a freaking coach. You know, the frames cost like $220. Then by the time I got it I did get I think scratch resistant on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it still cost me $200. And I'm not paying $200 today. If they want to do all of that, I'll get the prescription and then I'll just get the glasses some other place.
That's the thing is like 90% of those glasses brands that are in there are all owned by the same company.
Yeah, I actually have a frame I'm gonna bring with me. I'm not rolling over a dog. Forgot about them bringing the frame with me too.
Well, if they do your cataract, you won't need glasses anymore.
Well, we'll find out today. But I got this frame.
As long as you don't do what Lloyd did.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring this frame with me. It's brand new. It's a metal frame, brand new metal frame, right? And I'm gonna say, can you put the lens in that? If they
Let me
can do
see
that,
those. Those look like some Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
I love these. Look at this.
Oh yeah, you just aged 10 years.
Really?
Put the other ones back on, yeah.
I love these frames.
No, they look good on you.
I'm gonna find out if they can do it. If they can do it, I'm bringing. See, these are the.
See, I don't like the big rims on the outside. I like the just plain.
Yeah, I really like these frames right here. I really like these. These are like brand new. Never had a lens in them. No, they did have a lens in them. Is when my insurance they gave me a bifocal with the little stupid thing in there. It wouldn't give me a progressive.
It looks like Robin Williams from 1 Hour Photo.
I'm gonna
You
bring
have a
those
lovely
with me.
family.
You have a lovely family. Yeah,
Oh my God.
I've actually got 3 pair of glasses from 3 different prescriptions, and I can see perfectly out of all of them because they're barely changed.
I almost spit my drink out when Donald said that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
When Donald said what?
Who did that quote from 1 Hour Photo?
Oh,
You have a lovely family.
That was one of his weirdest roles, but
Make this print.
I can watch it though. It was just a weird role for him.
It was pretty good. World's Greatest Dad was also a very weird.
Or Where Dreams May Come, I think was the name of it. That was
Where
a
Dreams
that
May Come was
one.
an interesting movie, but
yeah, that one was really weird.
have you ever seen World's Greatest Dad?
World's Greatest Dad. Doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, it is a messed up movie. He comes in, he finds that his son had auto asphyxiated himself, had accidentally killed himself while masturbating, the autoerotic asphyxiation
Yeah,
with the belt. And so he didn't want that embarrassment for his son, even though his son was dead. He didn't want that to be his son's last memory or what people said about him. So he was a writer, and so he wrote a suicide note. And then the son became like a symbol of, this is he was speaking basically to the generation, and it's it's a messed up movie.
I'm gonna have to watch this later. It was only in 2009 too, so it's
Yeah.
a fairly new movie.
I thought you guys were talking about the guy, the famous chef for a minute there. Jeffrey Bardone, or whatever his name was. And who's the other guy that killed himself like that? Was it one of the Carradine brothers?
Yes. It was Grasshopper himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird way to die.
The only thing
Especially
getting
as
me
old as David Carradine was when he did. I mean, it's like, dude, you you're old enough to just be happy that you can do it at all. You don't have to be putting on any
Yes.
fancy schmancy.
Oh.
Well, like I say, CNN keep playing reruns of that guy's show, that cook guy, whatever, travel the world and have
Anthony
interesting meals
Bourdain.
with interesting people.
Yeah, Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, whatever his name was. And I'm like, I guess he had to go to the next level, find something more interesting.
Trying to see.
One thing I'll never forget about Anthony Bourdain is when he helped that older lady out. That was real nice of him. She got berated on the internet about her review at, what was it?
Oh, the old lady.
Yeah, we were talking about that not too long ago
And
about
yeah, she had reviewed Olive Garden.
Garden. Yeah, in their little town, because everybody in their town, they didn't have a lot of places to eat, and so everybody was excited Olive Garden came.
Am I
And she
off
went and did this sweet little article on
Tuesday?
it about how she enjoyed it, and she just got berated online. And Anthony Bourdain stepped in, and she ended up getting a cookbook deal, everything. Yeah, that gate should work, Brenda. I mean, it should definitely help just fill in that gap between Paul's legs where he's running out. So might give Paul enough time to grab him if he does try to do something.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. I may be off New Year. I guess New Year's Day I'm off. I was thinking that I was going back to work Thursday, but I guess I only have one day of work this week, Friday. Damn,
Thank you, sir.
I took the right days off this year.
Hal, you liking your new office, Trey?
It's just an office, dude. The only thing I'm looking forward to is transition to my home office permanently. So I can be like Donald Dolph.
Is your wife retiring around the same time you are? Or she gonna keep working?
That might be one reason I work longer, because that's what she wants to do, but she won't be at 20 years. And then she's like, I don't know if I can make it an extra 2 years waiting for 20. I want to retire with you. Lance know what I'm talking about.
How much longer does she have to wait to get to 20?
She got 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And my wife don't even like it when I'm off on Fridays and she got to go to work. So you know how she's going to be if I'm laying in the bed for extra 2 years before she retires.
You gotta see Dre walking around the house in boxers and a tie.
Yeah.
I'll buy me another set of comfy house slippers and get my robe. And I'll sit up on the computer and I'll be like old nutball there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, build yourself a little man cave, have your own little, get your own chair in there and everything.
I got that. I just need to be there on a regular basis. Go my daily routine, like Paul go out and fly ships. I'll go to the gym at least 4 times a week and then come home. You know, get cleaned up and sit around the house in my robe. And I say the folks at Walmart be lucky if I got pants on.
Means I don't have to work until Friday. That gives me. And then my boss is off Friday, so I don't have to. Deal with him until Monday. Ooh, it's chilly.
I got to come back in Friday. But it's only for 7 hours.
I was working on. I was tracing out wiring and stuff. What I'm gonna need for the buggy. and thought, I can't concentrate in this freaking garage as messy as it is. So I got in yesterday and I cleaned up that much so far, and it's still kind of horrible. But
Is that a
having
keg?
to do what? That's not a keg. That's
I know.
yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yes,
you were
yesterday.
here in yesterday. Asked if it was a keg. I'm like, no, it's not a keg. Why do people keep?
It's where they're at eventually, Don. Don't worry about it.
Oh. But
See,
I
true
found out
motorheads would have known that was a set of rims sitting there.
I'm missing my bit driver. I got my drill. I have this one, but I should have one that matches this one.
Not in the back of the drill.
What? No, it's an actual like another one of these, but it's got the quick release chuck, and it's
yeah.
for like actually. And it should be here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. It's not in the garage. Now I'm like,
It's in the
"Did I leave it?"
garage, Don. It's in the garage.
In that
No.
mess somewhere.
I'm like, the last time I used it was in my daughter's attic.
Oh,
And now I'm like, did I leave it in the attic?
did you leave it in the attic?
I don't know.
How far is the attic from you?
Across town
Well, that's not
and
bad.
up a friggin' ladder.
I thought you were
Yeah, you
gonna
might as well
say
just run over to
like 70 miles or something. So that sucks.
you might as well just run over to Harbor Freight and get a new one.
Well, Don, you can do like Paul. You can just make the trip over there and pick up a box of donuts on the way back, and you'll be set.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
That sounds like a plan.
I might actually go over there. The grandkids I haven't seen them since Christmas.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, they must be missing their papa.
Or is Papa hoping they're missing him?
Oh no. If the kids don't see me and Kathy for a week, they start asking, "We going to Papa?"
That's the good thing about grandkids. They don't know any better than to not miss you.
Till they get teenager.
Yeah, then they don't even know you. Why aren't you printing? Print this sucker.
Looking for next steps.
You go over to Harbor Freight, Joe?
No, not yet. I'm gonna go probably today.
You need to get up and go to this appointment. You don't make no detours.
No, I got, like I said, it's about 3 miles away, and I got an hour.
That's all right.
I'm printing my
I'm
medical
sure
history to bring with
if
me.
you go by a Harbor Freight, then you'll go by Jimmy John's, get a sandwich and everything else, and then you be like, I'm late.
How you know I went to Jimmy John's last night?
See,
I'm late.
see?
I'm late for a most important date.
Yeah. Yeah, there's all the things you gotta pass by in them 3 miles.
Yeah, Jimmy John's I had a free one if I wanted it,
I'm late.
but it was just a favorite one. It was a originals, a free original, but I was like 10 points away from a favorite. So they had the favorites on sale last night for $5.99 instead of $8.99. So I bought that one on the way back from the basketball game. So I ate that. All I ate yesterday was cream of wheat in the morning, and at Jimmy John's. That was it. That was my whole day. That's why when I weighed myself this morning, I was 201 pounds. And remember, my goal is 200 by the New Year. I had about a little Mardi Gras cup, half a Mardi Gras cup of cereal this morning, and I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry at all. So I'll eat, maybe since it's cold, I might eat a can of soup or something like that. Actually, I got a whole ham I need to cook today. I may cook that today and slice it up and keep some for me, and then take the rest and freeze it. That's what I planned on doing.
I'm
And
so
then
tired of ham.
yeah. I mean, I'll pack it up and seal them, vacuum seal them. I might cut them in ham steaks, you know.
I cut up the back end of our Christmas ham and diced it up and put it in a freezer bag and put it away and put the ham bone away so I can make ham beans later on this month. But a friend of ours showed up Christmas Day. He doesn't have any freezer space, and his work gave him a full ham. It's in my friggin' freezer. He's like, here. So it's like,
Well, at least you have one for next time.
Yes, I'm trying to make a decision.
I'm so sick of ham. We had ham
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving. We had, it had turkey and ham. Then we had a ham for Christmas. Now I got
Ham is
another
always
ham.
that second meat dish.
You see,
It's like-
I'm trying to make that decision right now. I got that ham in the refrigerator, and it's good in the refrigerator. I can leave it there until March. So I don't have to worry about it in the refrigerator. But I've got a turkey in the freezer that's taking up my whole freaking freezer. So I'm deciding whether I want to take the turkey out and put it in the refrigerator, let it thaw, and then cook that, and then cut that up instead, and putting the ham in the freezer. So I don't know what I'm gonna do because I could wait with the ham, you know.
So you're not gonna use that ham bone to cook with your black eyed peas for New Year's?
Oh no, I got corned beef to go with that.
Oh,
But
okay.
but I'm gonna take that ham bone. I'll trim it down, but leave a lot of ham on the end of it, and take that and do that with my red beans, my kidney beans.
Okay.
I may have me some ham and red beans and rice.
I've got a ham bone upstairs in a freezer bag to make stock out of. I usually don't throw it in with the beans or anything like that. I'll put it in and make stock on its own.
Yeah.
And that way. So I trim it pretty good of the meat.
Yeah, because when I take it out of those beans, that thing that all the ham, I got the bone by itself, everything falls off. Got all that ham in it, all that flavor from that bone.
Yeah, but sometimes you leave gristle and stuff in there when you're cooking the ham bone in with the beans and stuff. Sometimes you lose pieces that are like extra fatty or gristly.
Yeah,
And so that's
gotta
why
be careful.
I like doing my ham bone separate and make pork stock out of it and use the pork stock to add back into my.
That makes sense. Yeah, I might do that this year. And you put all the ham that comes off of it, you can throw it in there, and you make sure you don't put any gristle in it.
Yeah, I usually trim up the meat pretty tight off that bone.
Now, Joe, when you do your ham, is that out of a can?
He does spam and beans.
Spam and beans.
Now I do have a can of Korean barbecue spam in there.
You know, spam and beans doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, you messed up there, huh, didn't you, Donald?
Yeah, I'm sitting there like, I'm not a big fan of spam on its own, but spam and beans might actually work.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like I said, I'm not a fan of
Because you got
spam.
that salt and
Yeah.
fat off that
Yep.
spam.
You got it
Dice
all.
it up real nice and good. Yeah.
Joe
Well,
just stacks a bunch of spam and cuts it in the shape of a turkey.
well, I bought that Korean barbecue one, right? Just because I figured it had to have a good flavor to it. And I bought it and I looked at it and I said, well, I'm not going to, I really don't think that good with eggs or something like this. So I made a stir fry and I cubed it up and stuck it up in there. And I'll put it like this. That flavor blended in with that. And that came out nice.
I won a spam cooking contest up at the lodge one time. They were doing bring up your spam dishes. I'm like, I fucking hate spam. I hate it. And I thought, what can I do with spam and it's like I cut it up really thin strips and crisped up and cooked it like fajita meat, seasoned it like fajita meat, took it up and had spam fajitas and worked pretty good. It won me a contest, which was a toilet seat that was written with the year and another can of spam.
That's funny. Now, when he said he won a spam cooking contest, the only words I could say, of course you did. Yeah.
6 years ago. You'll see. What's in there? There's lots of
Hey, I can't help it if I'm a good cook, even if I'm cooking crap.
president.
Kind of giving you the full tour.
I think it's just an excuse to get me out of here for a game.
There's that one girl on Facebook who's she's a cook,
Let's do things.
and her husband always comes to her and gives her like the oddest fucking things. He'll be like, "I want to try turkey flavored fucking churro or something crazy like that."
Yeah.
And she'll fucking come up with a recipe. And that shit will look good as hell too.
Yep.
But she makes everything from scratch. I mean, everything. When she does her videos.
I scratch before I cook anything.
I should always gives extra flavor.
Uh-huh. There's a place I'd like to hide.
So, what's the deal with those?
Well, my daughter and my ex are supposed to be on their way back today from Colorado.
I thought you talked them out of going.
No, they went. I told you what happened. They got over there and they ran out of money. I had to send them money.
Oh,
Oh, well, I didn't hear that part. You had to send them money.
Yeah, I hate to talk about them like that, but they get over there. They had to rent a car because the boyfriend said he called them up when they were almost in Texas and said, "I don't like the fact that you're taking that car. It's not safe." The car was perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
And he said because they had a couple of lights on, but it's like mine. The ABS lights is nothing wrong. It's just the sensor's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And he said if you cross that state line, I'm calling the police and reporting it. Like this, yeah. So they turned around, came back, and they had to spend $500 or $600 to rent a car. And then they get
just
there
spend $500 or $600 to take the car
because they both bad drivers. Okay.
But my thing is, this the guy that is he got a job yet?
Well, he's working now. He's got a brand new car.
Oh, okay. I
His dad
remember
bought
for
him
a
a new
while
car.
there he was kind of half working.
Yeah, but he's
His
not even
job
living
don't
there.
go to
He's
work.
living with his parents now. Brittany told him, "Well, if you want me to drive a good car, let me use your new car." He says, "No."
Mhm.
He said, "You used to use mine all the time. Let me use it."
Yeah.
He said, "No." So they rented a car. So they get out there, and by the time they got there with the gas and everything, they had $80.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I told him? And she was getting a tattoo. I said, "Well, how much is the tattoo?" Like $300. I said, "Well, don't get the tattoo." She said, "Well, we got $400 in deposits. We get back soon as we get back between the hotel and that, we'll give it right back to you."
Mm.
I said, "Well, I know I'm not getting it back till at least your income tax because that's how you are."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "I can't leave you out there." She said, "Well, yeah, can you?" I said, I got 400. I could send you." She goes, "Okay." I said, "I'm gonna send you 200 right now, and then the day you leave, when I know you're on the road, I'll send you the other 200
Mm-hmm.
for gas because they said it cost them 200 in gas."
Yeah.
I said, "What are you driving, a tank?" Because it's probably 3 tanks of gas to get there because they're driving a Highlander, and it's probably about $30, maybe $90 in gas.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're in Colorado, cheapest in the nation right now.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
I
I
said,
could go
fill up in
across-
Colorado.
I could go cross country probably 4 tanks of gas in my car.
Yeah.
And,
if you
and-
got
and
that.
you know what makes it funny, Joe? Colorado is not an oil producing state at
Yeah.
all.
So how
And
they
they got the cheapest gas.
It's got to be taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I paid $227 the other day, and I went
Mhm.
back and looked because I keep a track on everything I pay since
Right.
2016, I think. So I go back; it's on my spreadsheet with my regular spreadsheet. I just go back and it's all listed. Every tank of gas I put in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 227 is the lowest I've paid since November 2021.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
paid 216, 196, 169 back then. The
It's
next
floating
one was
around the
241.
It's floating around the 260s, 270s here. My
Yeah.
area.
I used to tell all people be posting about the cheapest gas price. I said, problem is, I don't fill up in Colorado. I fill up in California.
Yeah.
So I said, what
Yeah.
good is you telling me what the gas price is in
I know.
Colorado?
Yeah, Sam's is 227 and Costco's 228. And usually Costco's cheaper.
Mm.
The Costco's running about a penny more, so I've been going to Sam's.
Here comes Sloan. Wait.
And I filled up the other day someplace. It was in Slidell. It was running 232, which was right in line with Sam's.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed gas, and it's either go to Sam's and drive all the way to Sam's after I get back another 10 miles, or just on the way home, stop there. And I stopped. That was the one I saw my sister. I stopped and filled it up there.
Actually, it's gone down to about 253.
Yeah. So,
Looking up the gas prices now in my area.
well, hey guys, I'm gonna shut off so I don't miss this appointment. Like I said, I forgot about it yesterday. I remembered about it about 17 minutes before the appointment. I called them up and made an excuse.
All righty. Be
So
safe.
I'll see y'all later.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hovering between 253 and $3, depending on which.
I thought he'd never leave.
The ones on the main highways are more expensive.
So Don,
Yes.
I've been hearing you guys, well, not you guys, but I guess the Kansas City Chiefs are moving across the state line to a new stadium.
I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I don't follow football.
So we'll nip that conversation in the bud since you don't know, don't care.
I don't know crap about football. Hey, you want to talk about the last episode of Stranger Things coming up?
No, because I was watching what I watched last night. Episode 10 of Robin Hood on the it's on Prime and MGM app. But I try to go find the second episode of season 2 of what's it called? Fallout. Couldn't find it.
No, Amazon Prime, it's on there. I watched both episodes the other day.
Did you? I said
Yeah.
I checked Prime and stuff, and it keeps wanting to kick me back to season 1.
Yeah, I watched both of them on Amazon Prime the other day.
Yeah, because I watched the first episode in the last week, and I mean, I was never a big fan of it, but I try to follow up on it. And I said, let me watch the second episode, and maybe I'll get entrenched a little more into it. And couldn't find it last night. All I kept seeing was the season one.
Yeah, I watched both of them on there the other day. It must be something with yours is glitching. Or maybe you just don't. I don't know if you're maybe.
Well, I wasn't trying to scour my whole platform, but I'm like, hey, I shouldn't have to look that hard.
Did anybody ever figure out if Giggles is at work or if TJ's just slumming? Because he's in the chat minute after minute after minute after minute.
What, something wrong with him?
Don't know.
No,
We don't know if he's
Paul's
working
being
or
curious.
Wasn't he in work today and then off for 4 days?
I don't
He's
know.
got like 4 days off in a row.
No, I was trying to understand what, I'm not going to say anything. That's his personal life, his marriage, and I just don't understand how folks just visit and go right back and visit.
Oh, I know. I told DJ, so she should have just stayed there for like a month.
No kidding.
Would have saved a couple $100 on plane tickets for sure.
Mm-hmm. Gotta leave it alone.
Well, she's a teacher's assistant, isn't she? So she gets the full time off.
No, I don't care about the time off. I'm just saying.
I don't know how teacher assistants fall under. Depends on the
I'm just
district.
saying, to me, that's not I guess when I travel, I'm linear. I go and I come back. I don't go, come back, and go back.
Well, it was a month ago when they went last time. Don't forget.
Like I said, go, come back, see you next year, not next week. Because I look on both sides, Mark. If I'm the one hosting, I don't want to see you back in my house that quickly.
Oh, my grandma, she used to do that like when she'd go visit one of the kids, like when she would go over to Germany to visit my uncle and my aunt. When he was stationed over there, she'd always go for like a month, month and a half. She'd be gone for a long time. Because they were my uncle was stationed over there for, like, it was a long time, like 8 or 10 years. He was over there a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Because he retired 25 or 30 years in the Army.
Yeah, I figure if I'm hosting, I didn't want you in there in the first place. So
Like you said, when you host and you're already doing extra stuff to when people come to visit, you're cleaning extra stuff, buying extra stuff, making sure you
Hey.
got extra this and that, and you messing
I
up my
had
budget.
I had my daughter and all her kids and her boyfriend all living down, well, her husband now, but had them all living downstairs when they first moved here
Mm-hmm.
for several, 6 months, something like that.
Yeah.
But I miss having those grandkids here every day. I mean, I was fine with my daughter and her husband moving out.
I'll tell you this, two of the grandgirls, the daughters, they were here since Christmas. They went home with their mom, which is only 20 minutes away, Sunday.
Mhm.
And the word was, oh, when will you come back? Not for a while.
I think you liked the busyness of the house, Donald. It wasn't so quiet.
Yeah,
I like my house
but
quiet.
the other thing is I didn't get anything done when they were here. What I really miss is having like my granddaughter or my youngest grandson around, because I could pick them up. Oh, they're taking a nap. Papa gets to take a nap too while they're taking a nap, and nobody can yell at me for taking a nap in the middle of the afternoon. I was just holding a baby and I fell asleep, but we were just taking a nap. They had to take a nap, and
Yeah.
Oh,
When they're
yeah,
that
the
small,
baby's a good
it's not
distraction.
bad.
Well, the baby's a good distraction because all the women are like, "Ooh, oh, it's so cute." They're taking tons of pictures of you while you're sleeping.
yeah. Oh God, my mother. We were over at their house week and a half ago, something like that, and I had Theodore, and he fell asleep on me, and then I fell asleep, and she took a picture, and I'm like, with my head back, no neck. It looks like I have no chin. It just looks like neck to head. Mount is horrible, most horrible picture, most unflattering angle she could possibly think of to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know about it until she put it on her picture frame, which I have. It's one of those digital picture frames which I've got synced up to my iPad, and it pops up, hey, a new picture. And I looked in the pictures, and it's like, I could delete it. I could delete it.
Well, like I say, I have my oldest grandchild is 19, and then I got two teenagers behind her, and then 8-year-old and a 7-year-old. And we found out we're having another granddaughter coming in 2026.
I have another grandson coming in a few months.
Yeah.
Dre looking at his freaking his car budget. Well, there that goes.
Yeah.
I just picture it as these kids are getting shittier and shittier Christmases and shittier birthdays because now you're spending that money out.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be getting a lot more group presents. It's like, let's see, I could get each of them something, or I could get a swing set. I'll get a swing set. Family vacations, forget it.
We didn't do family vacation when they were all my kids. Just too
We can
many.
take a family vacation. We'll go camping and rent one spot.
I think the last time I took when I had 3 kids, I took them to Disneyland for 3 days. And we stayed there at the
Oh.
hotel, Disney Hotel, all that kind of stuff. We were there for 3 days. And we went after the year after that, we went down to San Diego and did the zoo and the SeaWorld thing,
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff. But when them last two showed up, I was like, can't do that no more.
Yeah, San Diego Zoo, and then they have that other zoo experience. I think it's right next to it.
Mhm.
It's called something else. You can get like a group ticket to go on both of them.
I've done Disneyland and the San Diego Zoo and what's the Universal. We went to Universal
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
we
I
went
mean,
to
those are
SeaWorld.
just one day of things, That's just whenever you want to go. But I'm talking about, when you stay, you travel and stay.
Oh yeah, and stay there. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
If you're staying on property,
yeah.
woo! Yeah, we
That's what I
stayed.
said. Disneyland ain't that far. Disneyland's 35, 40-minute drive, but we stayed at the hotel for 3 days. We went to
Well,
San Diego, we stayed at a hotel for 2.5 days, all
it
that
was
kind of stuff.
expensive enough with my wife and 2 kids, and we stayed in Oceanside
Mhm.
and went because it was midpoint between.
Right, those sides
And
are
so-
good midway, yeah.
And so we'd go either direction but yeah, it was expensive enough. And this is
Heck
back in
yeah.
the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, now it's really expensive if you want to go stay on property at
Yeah.
Disney or any of the theme parks.
Damn.
That's why I love my timeshare, dude. I mean, as long as you use it, they work out for you and stuff, man. Cause that's the number one thing. My wife said, well, we want to go here. I said, is there a timeshare close by? That's
So what,
it.
do you have one that just has multiple properties that you can choose?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I can go just about any state, for the most part. Anytime it's got any kind of, I would say, like that, we go to Flagstaff, there's timeshare in Flagstaff, and I
So you just paid into a company that has a bunch of properties. and
Yeah,
They allow you to use whatever one they have
yeah.
available.
Like I said, we want to go to Hawaii, all we
Oh,
gotta
that's
do is
pretty
get
cool.
plane tickets. We got a place to stay, Cause
Yeah, that's a
Hawaii's
lot
got
better.
about four resorts in Hawaii.
To me, that's better than just having one timeshare.
Now, the question I have,
Single location.
Dre, I don't understand timeshare, but whatever. Do you pay a monthly fee to be a member of that?
Yeah, pay about $200 a month. But like I say, you can't, to me, the trade-off when we go places is like I say, nowadays with the price of hotel rooms, man, you'll pay $300-400 easy just for 2 days.
Yeah, well, I
$2,400
think it's
a
a great idea if you travel a lot. I haven't
Yeah.
been any place in years.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're using it, it works out for you if you're using it. And that's what I look at, my wife and I are traveling, just us are traveling a lot more now. Like I say, we take little mini staycations. We might stay in the state. Like I said, if I go down to San Diego, Anaheim area, Solvang, even when I plan on trying to get up to Lance's area up in Seattle, I got timeshare up there, and I'm planning on taking the Amtrak. So it's the transportation that I'm only worried about paying for, not paying for transportation and, staying for a room.
Right.
Yeah, my wife and I are getting ready to start planning our trip out to New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go
Yeah,
out when they do the balloon.
Yeah, big
Thing.
balloon fest there.
But this year it's gonna be a pain in the ass because it's also the 100th anniversary of Route 66, and so
Mhm.
it'll be right
Yeah.
along there. It's like this.
So
We
just
need to
outside-
start planning right now.
Just outside Albuquerque.
Yeah, I told her, I said, we're not staying in. We're gonna stay out a ways. We might have to
Mhm.
drive a couple hours to go into the balloon festival, but we're not staying there.
Mm. Yeah,
I
'cause
guarantee
rates,
those prices are gonna be up.
yep, they almost nearly double the price of those
Yeah.
hotels and stuff, man. It's just like,
Yeah, and if you're there as a tourist, you're not spending that much time in the hotel,
I mean, like I say, a lot of times when people travel, that's it. You just a place to lay your head at night. That's about
Yep.
it. Because you're out and about during the day, doing everything else, seeing
Yep.
the the attractions and everything else, and then you end up eating out on top of that. So, like I say, when I go to the timeshare, whatever local grocery store, we can buy food because all the timeshares got a full blown kitchen in it.
Yeah, a lot of times my wife and I will be like, lunch is like, hey, there's a Walmart, pull over, go and get a couple wraps, and we'll eat
Yeah.
here in the parking
Mhm.
lot. Like, can't afford to go out to eat every single meal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That stuff adds up, man. Everything just adds up, and you'll
But
spend
when
a
we go
couple
down to
thousand
Florida, we
dollars
get
easy.
yeah, when we go down to Florida, we get an Airbnb, so we have an actual kitchen, and
Yeah,
we bring in groceries.
yeah. Because the first thing we do is go in there and say, okay, we're not gonna go out and eat breakfast, because usually you're sleeping in a little later. So I said, don't waste money going out to Denny's or IHOP or whatever else to eat. Just go ahead and buy some, whatever you're gonna buy. Even be a package of cinnamon rolls or whatever, some orange juice. Or like my wife, like you done, gotta have that coffee. And usually the coffee's provided in the rooms. So my wife might only thing get like the creamer she wants or whatever else. That's it.
They had when we stayed down there at that resort down there, it was an Airbnb type situation, but it was like a big condo. But they had Starbucks on premises, and I never went there.
Lay down.
Yeah, same thing. The one in Vegas, they have a Starbucks little thing in the middle of the timeshare resort there in Vegas and stuff. So if you just gotta have a Starbucks, they can whip up something for you. But
Yeah.
in the room, if you want this straight coffee, they got it right there. You can make your own in the room.
I usually pack my AeroPress in my own coffee because
Mm-hmm.
if you go there and get coffee, it'll be Folgers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you might go down south and they've got friggin' chicory instead of coffee.
Mm.
Although chicory's not bad.
I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, chicory is a coffee substitute. It was a filler used. It's basically
You're
a
not a
root.
coffee drinker either, Dre?
No, I don't drink coffee. I mean, it's got to be like near freezing and below temperatures for me to drink coffee.
Oh, I'll drink coffee. Any temperature you want to hand me the coffee, I'll drink the coffee, and any temperature outside. Mix and match. 100-degree weather, hand me a hot cup of coffee. Yep.
I can't. I hate the taste
Oh,
of
yeah.
coffee. Ugh.
Hand me an iced coffee in the middle of winter. Okay.
Oh, me and Sarah went to Starbucks the other day and I accidentally picked hers up and drank it. I was
Yeah,
like,
my
"Ugh."
wife is the coffee drinker in our family.
Such
Starbucks is
bitter-ass
really
taste.
coffee for people who like creamer.
Yeah, I say my daughters, they're Starbucks queens. The two in the house.
Dude, every middle-aged woman is a Starbucks fan. That's what you'll see 90% of customers when you go to Starbucks.
Mhm.
It's a bunch of middle-aged women in there.
Yeah.
I lay next to you.
Oh yeah, and then like the women love going in there for all the little holiday cups and little what is it, the little cake pops they make and all that crap.
Mhm.
Yeah, and all the overpriced cookies.
Yeah, they pay it though. That's what I said. We got 2 Starbucks in my town, and they're always a fucking line wrapped around in the drive-thru around that building.
Yeah, I wish we only had 2. I would swear for a city that's supposed to be one of the worst cities in California as far as economic levels of the average income, all this kind of stuff. We have 7 or 8 Starbucks, and they always got a line in them.
Yep.
And I'm like, where are all these poor people getting money to buy Starbucks?
Uh-huh.
You build it, they will come.
I mean, it's almost like this where I'm sitting at my office. I'm almost just southeast of the dead center downtown. there is a Starbucks in any direction where I'm sitting at within 5 minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they built a Starbucks inside of a Starbucks just to say they did it.
And it makes it bad. And they also built a Dutch Brothers right off the freeway, off the 215 and stuff. And then the Starbucks is right down the street. And then the exit before that is another Starbucks. And I said, there's another Starbucks that's to the southeast of me. You can't miss them, dude. They are saturated. They're worse than McDonald's.
Oh, that can be trash.
Yeah, and they're all over the world like McDonald's too.
Yeah. But like I say, it's a brand. I mean, when they first came out, it was kind of, they were slow growth at first. And it's almost like, oh man, you got to go to Starbucks because this is just the best thing out of Seattle ever. And then now they are everywhere.
Well, and then there's a lot of they're saying in a lot of countries that were like big consumers of like tea. They're saying the younger generations now are going more towards like Starbucks type coffees. That's what they're all drinking now. Some of those countries, coffee drinking is becoming more relevant.
Most of the coffee pod machines do a Starbucks coffee to go in them.
Because I think they even said in the UK that a lot of the younger generations drinking more coffee than ever. And it's because all these coffee drinks coming out. Starbucks, you got Monster that has their own version of a coffee drink.
But like I said, people who are
Energy
like
drinks.
Don, who are, I would say, more traditional or long-term coffee drinkers, Starbucks don't pass the muster.
No.
And it's not
Coffee
strong
is,
enough. It's just not strong enough coffee.
no, it's burnt is the problem.
Well, and this is the thing is nobody actually, I don't think, has ever tried a Starbucks coffee the way it was intended to be, because
coffee, everybody wants to get
these women will come in there and they'll be
lattes
like,
and
I want
mixes
3
and all
shots
that
of espressos, 5 extra
Right.
creams. And next thing you know, they added $10 more worth of ingredients to it, and then they wonder why their coffee was $20.
Well, like I said,
true. That's true.
Starbucks is coffee for people who like creamer.
Yeah. But like you said, a lot of times you think, where's the coffee? You got so much other crap. There ain't no coffee in here no more.
But I'm sure if you're a coffee drinker, there's some drink in there that you'd probably end up liking.
I'd rather.
Well, you would think somebody would have a coffee flavored cream.
That's
I
what
wouldn't doubt
Starbucks
it,
usually
Paul.
is coffee flavored cream.
Now, my whole thing is with Starbucks, you're a coffee place and you can't make a good hot chocolate. You get all these creams and crap and espresso machine and stuff, and you can't make a decent hot chocolate. I said that's just like ass backwards to me. I should be able to get some steamed milk, hot chocolate, whip it up, I'm good to go. They give you some out of a pack.
The only drink I drink from there is the vanilla bean, but I just get it the way it comes. It's like a
Vanilla
shake.
beans?
Yeah, it's like a vanilla shake.
Yeah,
But they put fresh vanilla beans in it, which is really good.
Vanilla bean. What's the term? They call it
But there's no coffee.
not
in it.
latte. It's the other thing. Frappuccino.
Yeah, but it's the one I drink doesn't have any coffee in it. It's just like a vanilla shake.
Yeah.
It's just vanilla bean or vanilla ice cream with vanilla beans they put in it. And then they put milk and ice in it. And then they blend it up. And then they put a little whipped cream on top of it.
Ooh.
That's really good to me. I like that.
Now-
But that's the only drink I drink from there.
Now, you describing your drink that you usually get that drink, Justin, I just have a question about it. Does it upset your stomach or your vagina?
There it is.
Well, we know Justin gets a little tummy aches from time to time, so I guess we can associate that with his trip to Starbucks.
I get vanilla. This is what I get. I'm Justin. I get vanilla.
I give a vanilla bean.
I get the vanilla bean. It's like ice cream, but it's like a shake. It's vanilla. extra whipped cream on top.
Yeah.
That's what I like to get when I go to coffee. I go coffee and I get a milkshake.
I'd rather go in McDonald's for a coffee than spend the amount it costs in Starbucks.
Hey, I know my wife likes McDonald's coffee.
All right.
Straight black. And she even buy the K-cups for at home. And
the cafe ones, yeah.
I have not had a McDonald's coffee since they went to doing the Mac Cafe. I used to get McDonald's coffee. It was bad, but it was consistent no matter where I went. So
it's consistent.
When you're on the road and you're needing coffee, consistency is key. If you find something that and McDonald's, it was not that good, but it was drinkable and it was consistent, especially when it was hot. It didn't cool off that great, but it cooled off. No, when coffee cools off, it gets a different flavors start coming through, different flavor notes start coming through.
Is that right?
And so actually McDonald's coffee of all the fast food cools off, or at least it used to. It cooled off the best. Burger King was horrible. Burger King coffee started out really good, but once it started getting a little cool, got nasty sour notes to it.
Mm.
That's how you know a real coffee drinker is they can describe how coffee cools off, because it does change its flavor characteristics.
Like I said, not a coffee drinker. Wouldn't know nothing about that. All I know is coffee is bitter and hot.
I love the smell of coffee though, man.
Like my wife.
That was my favorite
I used to tell people I like my coffee like I like my women, bitter with an ugly mug.
Ooh, wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like my wife.
That was the best aisle in Walmart, was the bread and coffee aisle.
Oh yeah.
All that bread and coffee smell. It was really nice working in that aisle.
Now, I like the smell of fresh brewed coffee now. So
or when somebody blends the beans.
Automatic coffee makers, little drip ones used to make back in the 70s, you know.
Or even when somebody grinds the beans.
I would buy a coffee maker just to have that smell when I wake up in the morning.
That is a trick that truck drivers use, is to throw coffee grounds into the truck. If they have to haul anything food grade, but they've hauled something chemical and it doesn't have that smell, they'll throw coffee grounds in there so that when it's inspected and stuff, they're like, yeah, all right, because it covers up any type of other smells. Like you smell coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how long ago TJ typed it, but he said he'll be on tomorrow.
Oh, hell.
I don't even know if TJ knows what he's going to do with all that free time for the next 4 days. His wife ain't home. Quiet in the house.
Neighbors.
Next to you. Oh, almost tripped and fell on my ass.
His neighbors keep bringing him food.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on with TJ?
I said he's got 4 days off. I said I don't know what he's going to do with all that free time.
But why are the neighbors bringing him food?
I don't know. He always calls the neighbor's wife and asks for food, and then she'll bring it over to him.
Oh,
well, you know how that works for TJ. And
okay.
I have that.
I didn't know he was just begging for food. I thought, mate, when you're sick or something, neighbors will bring food and be. Or when there's been some sort of tragedy, here comes the casseroles and stuff. I thought, what's wrong with? I hear somebody's bringing somebody food. I'm like, what happened? What's wrong? Not. I'm expecting something tragic, not just like I'm TJ and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to eat.
Oh my God!
He found the neighbor across the road and asked if he had any Christmas leftovers.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Yeah, he asked him if they had any Christmas leftovers, and his He called her on the phone and she was on her way home, I guess.
Wait,
She
he
told
called and
TJ
asked if they had Christmas leftovers that he could have.
Yeah, and then she said she'd make him a plate and bring it over to him.
What the?
Ham, turkey, and veg. Yeah.
I give it to
Oh
him.
my God!
TJ has no shame.
I just what?
Well, I suppose they've all got sympathy for him because his wife's gone away again.
Well, my thing is, Mark, you have to let them know that in the conversation.
Yeah.
Nah, see what I really think is going on is I think TJ's just the neighborhood bully. And he's going around. He's like,
Give me
"You're
your
gonna have
lunch
that-
money.
Yeah, you're gonna have that ham and turkey outside the door by the end of the night, or else."
I thought he was more like the neighborhood Forrest Gump.
You gonna eat that Twinkie or can I have it?
See, Don, now you got me thinking, talk about casseroles. I'm thinking, man, I might go buy KFC today and get that pot pie.
He's running around the damn neighborhood like Debo.
Ooh, I might have some pot pie filling in the freezer.
TJ running around the
Because I
neighborhood
make
like
up
Debo for
like
Friday.
multiples, like pot pie filling stuff like that, and then it's a real quick fix.
Mm-hmm.
So a pie crust and pot pie.
Mm.
Ooh, that sounds like a good dinner. Woo.
My wife said she's going to the store to get a bunch of ingredients to make soup for the next week. So we're gonna do a little 2026 early fast for a week. Just eating soup.
That's not a fast.
What the turkey? Oh,
Can't have no sugars, no caffeine.
But you're still eating.
Yeah, I didn't say we're gonna starve for a week. I said we're gonna fast. A fast usually means you're eliminating things.
no, a fast means you're not eating.
No, you gotta eat something. You start having your body a breakdown on you eventually.
Yep, I've done. I think the most I've done is a 36-hour.
Yeah, we're talking about 7 days.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to get no political message out.
God, would you believe it? We're getting saturated with adverts on TV now for this new toilet roll called Who Gives a Crap?
Definitely get your attention, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Let me see, it's almost coming up on 9 o'clock. What shall I do? We got a guy retiring after 30 years. His party starts at 11.
Oh, you got time to go out and have a sandwich and a cup of coffee then? Oh, well, a sandwich and whatever drink it is you'll have.
And they return your ashes personally to family. Very different. It means my family. They can arrange anything with church service they want. If it needs, I'll give them a call. Have a number.
I did a little bit in the garage.
I tend to use the bathroom.
Now I've got to figure out. I've got gear cases and stuff out here in this main room. I need to find some home for it. clean up my office. Water my plants before they die.
It just reminded me it's about time I went and watered my Christmas cactus. Needs water at least once a month.
At least. Those are not true cactuses. Those are jungle cactuses. You should be.
Well,
keeping
it's a succulent.
Well, it's a jungle cactus.
Yeah, so when the leaves get flat, you give it water so it fattens it back up again.
I don't let my soil dry completely out on my Christmas cactuses. I let it get dry on top, but a couple inches down, it should stay moist, in my opinion. But mine is more of a Thanksgiving cactus. It bloomed. It bloomed at Thanksgiving.
Oh, mine blooms about 4 times a year.
And then I've got another jungle cactus that it's the weirdest cactus. No one has been able to identify it. It grows 2 different types of leaf. It'll grow a triangular leaf and a flat leaf. And my dad's grandfather had brought it home in the 30s, and my parents had it all from when I was a kid. So I got the start of it, and it has only bloomed, I think, twice, maybe 3 times in my entire lifetime that I've seen it bloom. Great big old blooms on it, but mine's never bloomed. But I got a few cactuses that I keep, and then what sucks is that people give me more plants, and it's like I don't need more plants.
Yeah, you just break one off and stick it in the soil, and you've got another plant.
Well, not just that, but like that was a Christmas present that it's like, okay, well, that's going to have to go into actual soil eventually, but I didn't need another plant because I've got a bazillion plants here. Oh, yeah, how's my lemon tree doing? And I'm dumb. We took a train trip and I had an iced tea with a lemon. That would have been a year ago in the fall. And I brought it home. I brought home the seed. I was sucking on the seed from the lemon and realized I've been sucking on this lemon seed. I wonder if I plant it, if it'll grow. I put it in the window last year, and so I bring home stupid souvenirs like sucking on a lemon seed and get myself another plant. And then if you go in the other room here, whoops, that was my thumb. Yeah. Plants.
You got
And then upstairs,
you got any African violets?
no. Wait, do we? Let me think. No.
Hairy succulent leaves and a
Wait, do I?
a purple morph flower.
There might be one upstairs.
I like coleuses as well. They're nice. With the red and greeny yellow leaves.
I got several succulents. Umbrella tree.
Corkscrew cactuses are good. They're nice. Not cactuses, sorry. Corkscrew bamboos.
A corkscrew bamboo.
Yeah. It
Is that like a lucky bamboo?
It goes straight up and then for about 6 inches, and then the rest of it corkscrews around.
Is that like lucky bamboo?
I don't know what lucky bamboo is. It could be.
It's like that. This one's looking kind of pitiful, but it's just a grass.
Well, if the stalk is in a corkscrew shape, then it could well be the same.
Well, I've seen them grow lucky bamboo that way, where it grows up and then they will rotate it and it'll cause it to spiral
Mm.
because it's reaching for the sun.
Yeah.
But
See, not only do you guys do gumbo better in Missouri, you guys also do real plants.
oh yeah,
You
that's
notice
true.
Joe's
Oh,
all his plants are all plastic made from 3D. Just proving your point more and more each day, Donald.
I didn't say nothing.
Like printing out plastic bonsai trees.
So maybe I should turn that lemon tree. Maybe I should go ahead and trim it down and do it as a bonsai.
You can buy miniature lemon trees where the lemons are only about an inch.
Well, this lemon tree here that I've got, I could start trimming it and shaping it and make it a bonsai.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need another hobby though.
I think the leaves are a bit too big to do a bonsai with it. You need a very small leafed tree to do that properly.
People do it, all kinds of trees. I've seen apple trees, lemon trees as bonsai. And as you're training it and getting it, it'll develop the smaller leaves.
All right.
Walmart's been selling a lot of bonsai trees lately. I noticed at least the ones in my area, they've had a bunch of displays up for them for a while now.
What has been going crazy is my Tillandsias, my air plants, have gotten huge, growing in their little skulls. But I mean, the growth on that one, that's probably doubled in size since I put it on the stand and kept it. That's easily double the size. In fact, it's getting to be where it's too big to, I staggered these out and now it's growing into the other plants. Yeah.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it. We'll see everybody again later today. Ray, you have a good
All right.
day. Donald?
Adios.
Mark, Jim, Justin, everybody have a good one.
Arrivederci.